That's surprising. All right, I'm not looking at chat for most of this, by the way. Also, volume warning, because I don't know if it's going to be loud or not. So. Developed by Studio Largo. Press any button. I pressed a button. Sound. Voiceovers. Okay, Korean. Alright, I've got Korean or Japanese? We'll go with Korean, because I think this game is Korean. Yes. Perfect. Collection. Preferences. Full screen, subtitles in English. Text speed. How slow text scrolls automatically. Oh no, we just need one. Okay. Desync! No. Controller type, auto, select button settings. Cool. Alright, Chad, how's it sound? Is it too loud? Too short? Too short? Too quiet? How's it sound? I'm gonna put myself right there. I'll put myself right here for now. I will move when needed. What I'm actually gonna do is, oops. I'm gonna hide the overlay. Is there anything else that's important in this overlay? No. Alright, I'm gonna also remove chat from the screen. Just so that way, like, I don't accidentally see something if somebody's gonna try to spoil something. But yeah, how does everything sound? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Let me know. I think it sounds good. You try to be anti-spoiler filter from waking up. Sound is fine. Cool. All right, let's start a new game. I only know that this has something to do with an audition to die for. That's it. So, and it's Korean. The above icon appears on screen when saving or loading game data. Please do not turn off the application while this icon is displayed. Ooh. Sounds good. You guys can see my mouse. It's my mouse. This is a work of fiction. Cool. You know what? None of the characters, incidents, organizations, events, or service names represented here are real. In addition, the Smartwatch function. Okay, bye. I'm gonna move myself up here. No man for any considerable period could wear. Okay. True. And Arthur and the Scarlet Letter. Good book. Buried stars. Stars. We have the interim result of the SMS vote. First of all, we will reveal which contestant is now on the verge of elimination. What's this? Okay. What's this? Okay. So auto. Might be a little bit too loud for right now. I turn it down just a hair. Yu Sung Seo, he is in 5th place. Yu Sung actually did well on most of the votes, thanks to his avid supporters on Fader. But in this interim result, he is in the bottom. It seems that his history of violence in school has kicked up a bit of a backlash. Shine bright every day, vote for you. Yu-sung, squeaky clean from now on. Can't have another scandal when you're sitting in jail. Yu-sung, we will help you make your debut in MMA. Okay, and 4th place is... Do-yoon Han. Do-yoon finished 2nd to last to take 4th place.
본선에 오른 한도윤.
Many consider him to be a betrayer for deserting his own band members to advance to the finals. So the last two guys are assholes. Good to know. Okay. Let's admit it, Doyoon hard carried his band Masquerade by himself. Stop trolling noobs, really think Doyoon wrote all those songs by himself? He just took advantage of his band and then abandoned them to hoard all the fame. Wow, it's all about good looks these days, lol. Handsome guys still gain fans no matter what they do and whom they betray, lol lol lol. I rooted for Doyoon since his debut, but now I am done with him. What a cold-blooded asshole. Does he even feel anything when he sees Taehee crying?
내내 이어진 논란의 영향일까요? 시청자 투표에서 보전을 면치 못합니다.
This negative impression means that he's struggling badly in the viewer vote.
하지만 현재 순위는 중간 결과일 뿐이라는 점을 명심하십시오.
But please keep in mind that the current ranking is just an interim result.
하위권 출연자를 구제할 방법은 오직 시청자 여러분의 투표뿐입니다.
The only way to save your favorites from elimination is by voting for
그럼
them.
계속해서 상위권 출연자를
Now here come the top contestants.
오인하가 상위에 오릅니다.
Ina and Oh leaped to number 3 on the list.
강도랑 캐릭터로 많은 주목을 받고 있죠.
She's a daring character at the center of attention. Okay. Ina is shining bright today. I love you, girl, with all my heart. My heart is pounding. Stop trying to fake it, snob. You're so beautiful. Ina Oh, I persuaded all my friends to vote for you. Is she deliberately losing or incapable of gaining self-control? She's one of the top 3 in terms of bad personality, along with Doyoon and Hyusung.
시청자 반응이 극으로 나뉜다는 점이 불안 요소인데요. 온오프로 결집한 팬덤의 화력이 주목됩니다.
The viewer reaction to her has been extreme. People either love her or hate her, but we will see how her online and offline fandom will influence the results. By the way, you guys can't see because it's behind the face cam and everything. Let me shrink this a little bit. I kind of do something like this. There we go. There's like votes that are in the corner. All these have been 800,000 plus. Finally, we have first and second places. Coming in first in the interim results was taken by Gyu-hyuk Lee, the only son of the Byung-hee Lee, the late singer-songwriter who was a national treasure. 939,000 votes. Yes! Yes, Gyu-hyuk came out on top in this interim vote. Gyu-hyuk's voice is so sweet, I want to hear it every day, such a beautiful tone. Audition Destroyer.avi, the show isn't worthy of his talents. He's inherited great DNA from Byung-hee Lee. Gyu-hyuk is going to be the winner. His performance is on another level, lol. I think he's just trying to get a lot of attention before making his debut. Viewers showed overwhelming support for Gyu-hyuk for his gentle nature and the talent he inherited from his father. Will he be able to maintain his incredible momentum? So this dude's just the nice dude. The past 3 have been assholes. This guy's the nice guy. Okay. As a result, second place goes to... Wow, difference of 100,000 votes, 852,000. Ju-young Min, who has always owned the stage despite her thorny past. Even her panic attacks couldn't break her spirit. Run, Ju-young, run, Ju-young, run, Ju-young, run, run. You're not supposed to appear on something if you have a guilty conscience. So lovely. I'm looking forward to listening to the songs from this episode. Can't wait. Panic attack my ass. What a fake. Drop that mask, girl. She's always been like that, pretending to be beautiful, begging for sympathy. Don't fall for it. I just voted for her. Really love seeing her on stage. Hope she ends up in the first place. She's on another level along with Gyu-hyuk. Her talent was not recognized well during her years in Beloved, but she's always been a gifted singer. Horny part? Was that horny part-timer? Is that what that just said? These top 5 contestants survived the fierce competition and made it to the finals. Dude, you can actually see there's like subtle movements where they're all breathing. It's kind of cool. I like the subtle movements. I like this guy. They're unleashing their talent and passion to fulfill their dreams. That's cool.
한
Who's this guy?
명의 우승자가 될 수 없습니다.
There's only going to be one winner, so you can't give up or hesitate.
이건 살아남느냐 그렇지 못하느냐가 걸린 생존 게임입니다.
This is a survival game. You either survive or perish. So these must be all the characters we're going to be seeing.
최고 시청률과 투표수를 기록한 네 번째 시즌.
Cool things. Season 4 had the highest ratings and vote count in the history of the franchise.
최종 우승의 영광과 상금을 차지하는 출연자는 과연 누구일까요?
So which contestant do you think will claim the throne of honor and riches? Also, can we point out the fact that this just looks like America's Got Talent? Right? This looks like America's Got Talent. You got the 3 judges right there, and then they're performing on stage. I mean, it could all be singers. This could just be American Idol or something. Actually, it's more American Idol, I guess, to me. I've seen more America's Got Talent recently. I think you see like the little glow sticks. I wish we had these glow sticks in the US. Because like they help out. They're nice. Buried Stars is a survival audition where you will see hidden talents blossom.
곧 승자와 패자, 생존자와 그렇지 못한 자가 밝혀집니다.
Who will survive and win and who will lose and perish? We're about to find that out. Why is this guy making it sound like everyone's gonna die? I'm confused. Dots. Duyun bit down on his lip. I'm on live TV. I need to keep my face straight. Betrayer. Why don't I just give up now and reveal the truth to everyone? So you think about glow sticks? Oh yeah. So are we Doohyun? Well, that was fast. This is escalating quickly. Challenge, the beginning required. Dune, you don't mean this, do you?
처음부터 이럴 작정이었어?
Has this been your intent all along? I guess we play as Doohyun.
한도윤?
Doohyun.
이제 시간이 없어.
We don't have time.
다 깨진 걸 언제까지 맞춰보고 있을 거야?
Stop trying to put together broken pieces.
지금이야말로 자신을 시험해봐야지.
This is the time to test your true potential.
잘 생각해. 내가 기회를 주는 거야.
Think wisely. I'm giving you a chance.
자, 대답은?
So what's your answer?
저한테 뭘 기대하세요?
What do you expect me to do?
좋게 봐주시는 건 감사하지만 그럴 순 없어요.
Thank you for holding me in high regard, but I can't do that.
동고동락했던 밴드를 저버리고 배신자라는 모욕을 감수하면서 본선에 오른 한도윤.
Many consider him to be a betrayer for deserting his own bandmates and such. Yeah, what that just said. So he's a betrayer. Hug. Dune opened his eyes, but he couldn't see anything. He could only feel his eyes blinking. Still alive. That's what yeah. Anyway. Dune bumped into something as he slowly stretched out his body. He realized he was trapped in a narrow space. Fortunately, he wasn't pinned or injured. But the thought of his small fortune did not last too long. Is Gyuhyuk okay? What about the audience and the staff? How long was I knocked out for? There was no way to find out. His senses were slowly recovering, but the intense pain forced out a groan. His trembling limbs were filled with goosebumps. He never imagined that his end would look like this. He couldn't even think of blaming anyone right now. A cold sweat rolled down his cheek, snapping him out of his thoughts. Gyuhyuk. Hope he's safe, so that he can tell the others that I sacrificed myself to save him. That Doohyun Han is not just a betrayer.
한도윤, 이 배신자!
Dune, you betrayer! Dune squeezed his eyes shut. Dune! Dune was startled by the voice and banged his head into something.
형!
Gyuhyuk!
규혁이 형!
Is that you? I can hear you. Doohyun, hang in there. You must be down here. The voices drew closer. The blinding light pierced his eyes as he was pulled up.
괜찮아?
You alright? At least they're all friends. Hey, good guy! Oh my gosh, there's a fire.
형, 무사해서 다행이야.
Yuck, I'm glad you're okay.
너 아니었으면 난...
If it wasn't for you, PM 11:10, the beginning. Good to know. Betrayer, the bassist of the indie band Masquerade. He joined the audition show with his band, but he alone made it to the finals. For this, he's been dubbed the Betrayer. First place, a performer who has consistently topped the charts since the preliminaries. He's the son of legendary singer Byung-hee Lee. A profile is a personal or past story about a character. You can get profiles many different ways as you play.
형, 괜찮아요?
Seal Chang. Dune, are you okay?
사이라.
Seal, glad to see you're safe too. Are you hurt? Floor director, Seal Chang. Seal's the floor director for Buried Stars. He helps the producer do various jobs around the stage, and he knows all the finals, the contestants. Should I turn off the voiceovers? I don't know if I should or not.
잠깐 기절했었지만 괜찮은 것 같아요.
I just blacked out for a second, but I'm fine.
무대 쪽은 그나마 덜 무너졌어요. 구사일생인 거죠.
The stage managed to stay intact, but it was still close. Oh, I'm gonna black out. Dooyoung!
도윤아,
Dooyoung, sorry. Don't always say Dooyoung. I'm combining their names.
조금 어지러워서.
They would turn off, especially for the in-between longer things that you don't want to talk over. Fair. I'm just feeling a bit dizzy. We'll have to wait till we get to a good spot to do that. Dooyoung turned his eyes toward the stage while letting out a painful groan. What the? He couldn't believe his own eyes. Blue keyword. Collapse. The stage collapsed instantly. Blue keywords include information on the current situation or characters and communication that can be used as a conversation topic. Okay. Oh, shit. Let's, I hit escape, and it definitely sped super forward. Like, way too far forward. I was like, oh, I'll just press escape to do the thing. Yeah, that didn't work. Let me just turn it off, and then I'll head on over. Let's start a new game with the collection, with your collection preserved. Yeah, let me. Let's turn off voiceovers. There we go. There we go. Let's load a save point. Okay, hold on. So let's restart. And then I'm gonna hit escape and then see if we can get to what needs to happen. Let's try that. Man, this goes really fast. You could literally just speed through the game if you really wanted to. Okay, skip the video playback. Yes, we saw that already. I'll save checkpoint. This is happening. Okay, the beginning. Okay. We're still close. Hug. Okay. So we're gonna see about the collapse. Yeah. This should be a lot better now. So that way we don't have to worry about voiceovers screwing things up. As he turned back, he noticed the somber expression on their faces. Dune, you need to pull yourself together. Do you think you can move? Yu-Hyuk's eyes were trembling while Seal tightly clenched onto his messenger bag. This isn't the time to stay weak. Let's assess the situation here first. I'm feeling better, but... Right after collapse, communication started, 11:15. Starts communication! You can require reaction keywords by talking with others using clue keywords. In communication, you can see acquirable reaction keywords in an acquisition state. On the keyword selection screen, you can determine your current rapport level with another person through their facial expressions and speech bubbles. On the communication and conversation screens, you can check your rapport levels with each character. Heartbeat. Oh, of course. So we got talk to Seal and talk to Yu-Hyuk. Okay. We'll do a quick save. So we can talk to both of these guys. So he seems angry. Let's talk to you here. Rapport status, meh. This was bound to happen? Okay. Collapse. The stage was changed at the last minute, right? Yeah, it completely messed up our choreo as well. We switched to the new stage because it got more seats, right? But they didn't have to rush it, though. Regarding the abrupt stage relocation. What? Due to unexpected level of popularity, went too far. Wait. So I have to choose which one? It was probably due to the unexpected level of popularity, right? Yeah, people were crazy about the show. Indeed. That good? Rapport is a stat indicating the level of trust and closeness to the other characters feel towards you. It will change depending on your communication, dialogue, and choices. If your rapport is high and certain conditions are met, a special event will be triggered. If your rapport is low, a character might refuse to talk with you. Remember that rapport also affects your scenario tree. Like, can't be an excuse for everything. The application server went down several times. It's because the server capacity was exceeded. Sanity refers to your mental health. It is affected by your choices as well as your situation. When it drops to 0, it's game over. I understand they're trying to strike while they're iron hot, but this is wrong. Yuhuk nodded angrily. Yes, and this is the result. Stage changes. They hurriedly changed the venue and expanded on the stage for the final round. Seal. What's going on, Seal? What a disaster. We weren't supposed to perform here. Yes, they wanted a bigger stage. The people were talking about the bent steel frames and the falling dust. Yeah, they rushed everything, and just look at it now. Are you alright? You look so pale. I was opposed to changing the stage from the get-go. To Seal, annoyed by the construction. Down. I'm gonna calm him down, I think. Are you hurt? Me? There we go. Okay. Just a little scratch. I'm alright. You must have heard. They were rushing construction to get everything finished before the finals. There were so many warning signs. Like you said, the frames are bent and dust was falling from the ceiling. That's why I told them not to rush it. Pushing through to meet a tighter deadline? How's that even possible? Seal fiddled with his messenger bag. Well, that's how things work in this industry. The show was a big success. Anything is possible as long as we have the momentum to keep on rolling. They could literally demand and execute any task in a rush. Shoddy construction of the stage foreshadowed its collapse. Okay, well, we have all 2. Okay. After acquiring all available reaction keywords, you can end the communication. If you have someone use clue keywords, you can try another communication. Even if it ends, Sandy and Rapport could be affected. No more clues to discuss. Okay, so now we hit this. Should I leave and move on now? Yes. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Obviously, I gotta play this smart. And that's why there's a quick save. I understand how this works. Time to cheat the system because I'm dumb. Load. This one, please. We're gonna cheat the system. Hello, okay. So, we talked to you, talk about the collapse. Obviously, we went too far. Morning war. Yep, we're using face cam. Yeah, they overdid it. They should have at least double-checked the condition of this location. And we know what Rapport is. I agree. Staff members also had much to complain about. Who wouldn't have? Things were too hasty. Okay. They even revised the scripts the night before filming. It was all such a joke. Yuhuk nodded angrily. Yes, and this is the result. So yeah, what we could do... It came in, didn't realize the game came out already. What up, Adori? How's it going? Yeah, so I'm just gonna do quick save. I'll just do quick save, and that way we can constantly get the rapport. All will do not hurt. Gotta cover eyes. I can't get this game yet. It's all good. There's Rapport goes up. Construction. And then we do another quick save. Yeah. I understand. Alright, so now we do another quick save. Flip it here. Thank you. It's getting dyed on Friday. Alright. There we go. So we just keep building the rapport. We keep building the rapport with everybody and try to do as best we can. Thank you, Dory. My sanity worsened. It's only 5 people, I guess. Well, we don't know where these 3 people are. But at least our rapport improved. So we're gonna do the best we can to improve our rapport. The dizziness was almost gone. Do-Yoon chewed over the conversation he had just had. Talk to everyone. So let me get this straight. Using keywords if required, you can recap the story or decide the direction of the flow. To recap a Dune, we spoke about the 2 of them. Right? It's just those 2. Excuse me. There was clear evidence of shoddy construction. The stage for the show was constructed in a hurry. The workers were rushed to erect metal pillars and install heavy lights. Stuff was falling from the ceiling. I saw cracks in the walls. The contestants and staff had already warned of the dangers, but nothing changed. Everything was rushed due to the terrible decision to relocate the stage. The decision to relocate was made hastily. This was done to secure more seats for the audience. Even the rehearsals had to be done all over again, and all the objections were ignored. Who could refuse instructions coming from a higher up? Forcing the stage relocation led to the shoddy construction. It was only a matter of time until this happened. Special keyword. Reasons for collapse. Conclusion keyword. If you succeed in recapping or suggesting a proper keyword, you will receive a conclusion keyword. Okay. Show executives rushed construction to expand the stage while ignoring all the objections and warning signs. The result was shoddy workmanship. Okay. Easy. Pretty simple. A hand reached out to Do-Yoon. We have to look for Ina and the others. Yes, and check if you get any signal. You have the phone app. Look at the smartwatch that B-Stars gave you. Smartwatch. The contestants are wearing this all-in-one smartwatch with various features. Cool. Do-Yoon checked his left wrist. Everything related to the show, including the clothes, background, facilities, and accessories, were sponsored. It was mandatory for all contestants to use the sponsored products. This all-in-one smartwatch was one of them. Sponsorship. Many different companies sponsored the show. All the contestants had to use their products. Fair. Very fair. Shit, I can't get any signal. Me neither. The 2 of them felt bitter. Who's there? Oh, it's this guy! Hyusung. Do-Yoon. Hyusung So, rookie, the youngest among the top 5 contestants, with a cute and adorable image. He did well in voting until a scandal concerning his violence at school broke out. Yu-Hyuk? Hyusung. Seal, he made it too. The silhouette of someone could be seen behind the mumbling Hyusung. Who's that behind you? It's Ju-Young. I found her soon after I woke up. Former career, Ju-Young something. Her fascinating voice and singing ability enabled her to make her debut as a girl group member, but she was criticized for getting involved in a scandal at the time. Is everyone okay? What on earth happened here? What about you? Are you alright? Yeah, thought I was going to die. The 2 of them carefully went to the center of the stage. It was a close call. Something fell right in front of me. Lucky that I jumped back. If I had taken one more step forward, I wouldn't be here talking with you. What about the others? What happened to everyone else? Our families and audience, and the staff. Ina is nowhere to be found either. What if something happened to... Good God, you're all alive. Is that Ina? A shadowy figure ran toward Do-Yoon. Ugh, it hurts. What's Ina? Dancer, Ina Oh. A contestant armed with excellent sense of rhythm and a great voice. She advanced to the finals thanks to her skills she honed in her dance crew. Did I break your ribs? You just did, I guess. Oh, hi. Everyone's okay. Yes, thanks to you, Ina. Don't think me. B-Stars is totally trash now. B-Stars, an abbreviation for the store Buried Stars. It's used a lot by the media, fans, contestants, and staff alike. Good to know. The tension momentarily passed when Ina joined them. Now that Ina's here, we have all the contestants. The contestants checked on one another. The top 5 consisting of Yu-Hyuk Lee, Do-Yoon Han, Hyusung Seo, Ju-Young Min, Ina Oh, and the floor director, Seal Chang. There were a total of 6 people. I heard an announcement to evacuate the building right before the collapse. There are 2 exits at the back of the audience section. Do you think all the others got out through exits? Excuse me. Man, this is hurting my voice. It's been a while since I've done voices. Especially on face cam. Yes, I guess, since we don't see any of them. So everyone else escaped, right? Wait. You think Seung-yeon, the producer, escaped too? Producer. The primary producer for Birdstar Season 4. She's famous for making hit shows. Let's comfort her. She must have. Since the ceiling is still supported, some areas are intact. See? None of us are hurt. She must be okay too. Duyun rejected any unpleasant possibilities. You think so? I mean, we're safe, but where was Seung-yeon before the collapse? I can't remember. Wasn't she standing in that totally crushed area? Ju-young's eyes looked anxious and shaken. No one seemed to know what exactly had happened right after the collapse. The audience and staff, did they really escape? Is there a way to communicate with the outside world? Suggest. You may suggest one of your keywords available to give an opinion or answer. Well, the smartwatch, obviously. Our smartwatches, we should all check them. Oh! Nice, I got some rapport with people, let's go! My goodness, we have the watches. The staff gave them to us. Why didn't I think of that? Or good. Has anyone tried it yet? Yo, so much good rapport. Let's go. So much good rapport. I'm so happy. All right. All we need is just one working watch. And it boosts our sanity. Cool. We need to get that up higher. Contacts. I can't remember any. What do I do? Ju-young, that's not important. Try calling 911 first. Yes, we need to let them know we're alive. Still don't have a signal. What about you guys? Anyone? Oh, I've got a signal. All eyes were on Ina. They couldn't hear what the other person was saying. Profiles? Ours? What are they asking? What are they asking for? Our profiles. They want to know why our profiles are all mixed up. Our B-Star's profiles? Yeah, our heights, weights, and blood types are all mixed up. The rescue team wants to know the correct information. Everyone quickly corrected their profiles. Profile correction. The profiles were edited after receiving the rescue team's request. The overall info, including height and weight, is mixed up. Okay, weird. Yeah, okay, hello? Okay, will do. Yep. Ina slowly lowered her watch. What are they saying? They've rescued others safely? Is the rescue team going to be here soon? Well... Ina continued with a grim expression. The accident was reported immediately. I told them our location. And what happened to the others? People around the stage had time to escape. So they escaped safely? The audience, our families, and staff at the back, they all escaped. Well, that's good. That's good. Good news. Okay, we got good news. So starting off good. What a relief. They all got out safely. So we are the only ones here? Haven't been able to contact Seung-yeon. She's not answering. Didn't she escape with the others? No, they actually asked me if she was with us. Gone missing. She wasn't found among the survivors inside or those who escaped. Everyone is asking about her whereabouts. Oh, she's dead. She's totally dead. Dead. That sucks. Anyway. Wait, what about us? When are they going to get us out? Ju-young interrupted. Ina hesitated but went on. Apparently, the outer walls of this building collapsed as if it covered the stage. So it'll take some time for the rescue team to get here. Oh no. To avoid further collapse, they have to dismantle each section one by one. Cut to the chase. So when's that gonna be? At least 6 hours. Rescue. Most of the staff members in the audience managed to escape to a safe area. It will take at least 6 hours for the rescue team to arrive. 6 hours? You've gotta be kidding. What if this whole place comes tumbling down? Yu-hug took a look around the stage. The stage condition looks pretty bad. There are no other exits? They've already checked the whole blueprint, but no exits are available at the moment. They want us to just hold out until they come? By the way, why did you check our profiles? Well, they need to confirm our identifying info just in case. Oh, that's grim. Thank you for confirming your height, weight, and blood type. When you all die, we'll know who is who. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks. In case there are casualties. They needed the correct height, weight, and blood type information to properly identify each survivor. Feeling burdened by everyone's attention, Ina took a step back. Since you might get the signal again, they told me to unmute the ringtone. I recorded our conversation. It will tell you the details. The watch didn't play anything. Huh? I thought I pressed it. Something is not working. Are you pulling our legs or something? How careless. We can't afford to make any mistakes in this kind of situation. Man, people are turning on each other already. Looked like Ina, the only one who has successfully made a call, was cornered. So what to say the others who are feeling anxious? Let's calm them down, maybe? Easy, easy. It's not a big deal. You calm down too, Hyosung. Rescue team has her in from now. Let's stay safe and sound till they come. Exactly. What did Ina do wrong? At least she helped us with the phone call. You're right. Sorry, I got carried away. No, I made a stupid mistake. Anyhow, I told you everything. An awkward silence lingered. Thanks for jumping in. No problem. Build some rapport. Let's go. Are you okay? Well, still, what? Sorry. You know what about her condition? I understand her. I bet she's on the verge of a breakdown. Oh yeah, she has panic attacks, doesn't she? Duyun had no choice but to nod. They were successful in contacting people outside, but it didn't help lighten the mood. Ina's phone recording didn't work. What kind of condition are the other smartwatches in? What are their thoughts about the mixed up profiles? Duyun decided to raise some questions. Am I about to have a conversation again? Oh, okay. Gathering the survivors. Communication started at 11:25 p.m. Okay. Now you can use memo, record, contacts, and settings apps in the smartwatch. You can check keywords you've acquired so far. You can listen to recorded files stored on the watch. You can see the personal info of people and profiles you've acquired so far. You can change the ringtone of the watch. The ringtone will be applied to the next incoming call. You can change the background image. If you select an image from the list, it will be applied immediately. Yo! I'm gonna check my smartwatch, dude. Social media. Not the time to check Peter. I should talk with the others, but I want to. Messengers. All the members of my contacts are here. Better talk to them in face. Rank. Okay. Memo. So we got all of these. Common threat number 1. Contacts. Sungyeon Shin. Okay. There's one more person? Who is the last person? Auto-write? Check auto-written text. Phone. Record. Oh, what's this? Is that? You better listen to my instructions first, then press it. Record button? Is this on? I guess so. Why didn't they just give us a tablet or something? This is too small to see. We need a bigger screen to review our choreography and stuff. It wasn't up to us to choose that. The sponsor wants us to wear it on stage for advertising purposes. They don't want us to wear a big tablet. We can even see this teeny tiny device on television. If they want to advertise their product and brand, why not give us something bigger? Well, what do you know about being big? Don't make fun of my body. What are you gonna do, hit me? Why don't you shut your sorry mouth? Oh, those two don't get along at all. By the way, how do I turn off the recording? You've been recording this? You better just delete our conversation. You must... Okay. Interesting. Recording 2. Microphone check, 1, 2. I'm Duyun Han from Masquerade. No, not that. My name is Duyun Han. Love music and, what am I doing? There. Talk about you? Yeah, it's our mission. They also want us to promote this product. Oh right, a mission. Sorry, I forgot that. People should know how forgetful you are. It's all recorded. Huh? When did you even turn it on? Right before Gyu Hyuk spoke. And then delete it. Let's start over again. Trying to hide your bad short-term memory? Not really. Very firm about it. Was saying that casually. Anyways, I'm saving this. You're very firm about it. Interesting. Okay. Settings. Current ringtone is mute. Signal ringtone. Hell yeah! Highway's good. Easy. Sorry. It's pretty good.
그건 뭐야?
I could have the recordings be it? That's great. Sorry. Theme. Drops 2, drops 3, pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, scenery. Sorry, that's it. Alright, guess that's it. It's a quick save. We got some good rapport with everybody. We're in good rapport. We got 9 keywords. Okay. Should I just talk to everyone about everything? My brain's like I should just talk to everyone about literally everything. And if I fuck up, we reload. Awesome. Perfect. Let's talk about a smartwatch. What are you looking at? The watch? Oh yeah, my wrist feels funny. What? Did you break it when... No, it's not broken. I just want to loosen up the wrist strap a bit. Okay, I was worried. The two stared at the watch on Do-Yoon's wrist. Do-Yoon, have you tried calling someone with yours? I already made a call, but I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying. Although everyone in the contact list is here. Me and you both. The phone app on the watch can only be used to call people in the contact list. Oh well. As for you though, I'm a little surprised. You know how things are for me right now. I'll keep checking anyway. Let's do that, since we don't know how things are going to turn out. Phone app. This watch app enables you to call anyone in the contact list. Its operation is dependent on getting a network signal. Okay. A short silence followed the conversation. Sorry about the sudden sound. Do-Yoon step back. Do-Yoon! The concrete debris fell right before his eyes. What the hell? That just fell from above. You nearly died. Hey, I'm the one who called you. I was playing with my watch to see what was working. It was something to be thankful for. The debris would have crushed him if the ringtone hadn't gone off. The rescue team's advice to unmute the ringtone had saved him. What? What? You're telling me that me just fucking around in the settings and completely forgetting to unmute the ringtone saved me? It's too dangerous here. That was quite close. Everyone looked up at the ceiling with grim expressions on their faces. The tension died down as the ominous tremors began to subside. You guys know what I'm gonna do. Let's be real. You guys all know what I'm about to do. You guys all know what's about to happen, right? We all know what's about to happen. We have to see it. Alright. It's still muted, right? So right now it's still... Nope, it's not groovy. So we mute. Change to mute. We'll go back to the main one. So we're gonna do Smartwatch. I'm gonna try to say it didn't try any further. See what happens. Nope. You already called this the rescue team. Most of the people on the contact list are right here. The phone app on the watch can be used to call people. There's no one you can to. Lowered his gaze after looking at the watch for a moment. Oh! Yeah, I guess you're just like me right now. You think the rescue team might try to contact the other guys? I keep checking to see if the phone works. Yeah, we need to be prepared for whatever comes our way. Let me know if you find something. Okay, I will. This is the reaction keyword. But do we die? Rapport event. If rapport reaches a certain point and specified criteria is satisfied, a rapport event will occur. You can sometimes acquire a reaction keyword here. If you see the 5-phase rapport event for each character, the epilogue will change. What? Does it still bother you? You know, what you've gone through while coming up to the finals. Do-Yoon averted his eyes for a moment. And all this mess? Not really. I just want to focus on getting out of here safe. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Just think about how to get out of here alive. Yuhak looked across the ruined audience area. You look quite troubled even before you came up on the stage. You could easily tell just by looking at you. Was it noticeable? You didn't think I knew? Try not to show it. No one wants to see me grimace. I don't even look likable. You look likable enough. You don't think you have a poker face, do you? Well, maybe a bit of that, no? Oh, okay, Mr. Poker Face. Let's just say I read your mind. Huh, are you a mind reader or something? Who knows, afraid of me reading your mind? Okay, I'm wearing a poker face now. Give it a try again. Yuhuk averted his eyes, smiling. When we get out of here after the rescue team comes, I'll tell everyone that you saved me. Make sure your heroic act is publicly known. Without a word, Duyun turned his head to see what Gyunhuk was glancing at. Yuhuk turned his gaze back from the ruined stage to Duyun. Without your timely help, I would have died already. That's why I... Don't get emotional yet. We're only half alive in this run. Oh, sorry. No need to be sorry. Anyway, thank you for saying that, though. No, I want to thank you for what you've done. We'll absolutely make it out of here. Cool. Well, encouragement. Duyun saved his life during the collapse. He said that he would help Duyun clear his name. Okay. Don't I die now? A short silence followed the conversation. Duyun! My eyes blacked out with some gooey liquid trickled down my face. I didn't know what had happened to me, and I couldn't care less. Man, what a touching event! What a touching event! Destroyed by rocks. Bad ending, not ringing. Hint, let's change the watch ringtone as suggested by the rescue team. Yeah. Challenge muted, right? For last latest save. Sure. Alright, just to confirm, it's Agrivi, right? Alright, cool. So we do this, we do Smartwatch. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I didn't try any further. I mean, obviously, like, we know the rapport events and such, and then we survive. Because it did that. Sweet. Okay, cool. So literally, I have to keep saving and just double check that I'm making sure I'm picking all the rapport up stuff. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. This is definitely gonna be insane to do. Okay. I just want to keep talking to everybody, honestly. Actually, hold on. Can I check the collection? Sound image keyword challenge? Play the game for the first... Oh my gosh. Well, obviously, we're going to be getting all of this done. Profile, epilogue, progress. So we're at 29. Yoon's first rapport event. Met a certain person. Saw all endings and subsequent events. Completed all challenges. Profile. Haven't completed anything. Epilogue. Ending. Okay. Ignore the request to change the ringtone. Saw the first bad ending. There's so much stuff. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to 100% the game. Let's just be real. Wait, what? He saved his life during the collapse. And she wasn't found anywhere. Okay. Sound. We got music. Let's go. Music. It makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. We're not listening to any of it. And we got 3. Oh, we got a record. 100%. Music's at 33. Calls 0. Ringtones. Let's go. I like how there's different hashtags. History, adventure, happening. So, okay, we see all these then, too. Images. Memory is a condemnation. Okay. I think we got another one. Yuhuk encouragement. Doesn't look like Yuhuk, but that's okay. Other. No. Listen, you can't just be like, oh, we're gonna put percentages in a visual novel and just completely ignore them. This is me we're talking about. We're doing them all. Don't care. So this is all common threat 1. So I need to talk to everybody about everything. Okay. We're gonna save, and I'm gonna save at number 6. Okay. I'm just gonna keep talking about all of it. Let's talk about sponsorships. Why don't you turn around? Let me see if you're okay. Considering what just happened to me, I'm quite fine, except for getting quite dirty. As long as we're alive, we need to keep being careful. Nothing belongs to us in here. Hair, makeup, clothes, accessories, they're all provided by someone else. I guess the watch is the most expensive, huh? I think so, although it's of no use with the empty contacts. The people in here are with us, and that's about it. That's what the production crew wanted. As to why the show restricted their contact list... Maintain the security of the contestants? It said it was to keep the contestants secure. Adding new contacts to the Contacts app was strictly prohibited, so their watches only contain the names of the survivors and a few staff members. They made us remove the names of those who were eliminated from the audition. Were they afraid that we might say something? Thanks to the policy, we have no one to call now. You know, talk to the rescue team, so they must have her number. Should also figure out when my phone gets a signal. Right, Ina's phone might not work sometimes. Contacts app. The Smartwatch Contacts app. It's only possible to call or message people registered in the app. A few personal contacts have been added. Okay. I didn't get anything, so we're just gonna load. This is literally, I think, what's gonna happen, is I'm just gonna keep trying different options and seeing which one's which, and we just go from there. And I don't care, because I'm fine with reading everything. So far, though, it's interesting that we're just kind of here. To isolate the contestants. I don't think it's gonna be... I don't think this will help, but still. They want us to make us feel isolated? Isolated? We had no idea how people were responding out there unless the production crew tells us. Yuck nodded after a little pause. There we go, see? This is why we do this. This is why we quick save. Maintaining information asymmetry would have been helpful for them to control us. That's probably why they told us to remove the eliminated contestants from the contact list. Thanks to them, I have no one to call now. You know, talk to the rescue team, so they must have her number. Should also figure out when my phone gets a signal. Right, Ina's phone might not work sometimes. I got the contacts app. So we will get everything. We will do everything. I don't know if Blaze ended up doing this completely. I'm just gonna keep overwriting the first save, honestly. I'll do first three. Alright, D-Stars. Let's talk to you about D-Stars. There have been all kinds of incidents since this began. Yeah, it was more than we bargained for. At first they said it was a talent competition. Creating characterizations for the contestants and the stage directing that corresponding to it. Unlike previous seasons, the season of the show was tremendously popular. The production team was ecstatic with the high ratings in all the ads. The complaints from the contestants fell on deaf ears. Sure, all the proceedings were agreed upon with the contestants, they just didn't know it would be this bad. I'm sure it was painful for everyone. Yeah, painful for those who left and the ones that remained. Digging up dirt on people and trying to corner them were all accomplices to this in the end. We joined the show and came this far. Yeah, that's fine. Quick save. Dude, the save button is my best friend right now. Profile correction. My height got mixed up with Hugh Sung's. Weird. Did it go out as 170 centimeters? That was too obvious. The blood type was wrong too. There was discussion about that too. So I guess you got your blood type A back. It's a good thing I told the rescue team about my proper blood type. What about you? Was everything okay? It's not like they switch it back. I just thought they were indifferent. Oh, so we can just talk and, yeah, I agree with you. They were always quick to take action. I wonder why they were slow with the profile accident. Maybe we aren't their priority. They probably didn't feel like going through the hassle of correcting them individually. That might be true. They never cared about what we wanted. So here's something I'm noticing too. Some of these, of course, aren't needed. Like, I didn't need to talk to him about the other thing, whatever it was. Whatever the other keyword was, right? What are my keywords? Yeah, the one that made my sanity go down. Like, I didn't need to talk about that. I also don't remember if I saved, so I'm saving real quick. But I mean, if it just lowers this and such, I think it's fine. If it lowers it completely, we reload. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. This game is interesting though so far. Like, all it is we're just stuck in this building. Like, we're just... Oh, I gotta do this here real fast. Sorry about that. We're just stuck in this building. Just chilling, you know? Like, we're just chilling in this building. It collapsed because of shoddy construction of this audition that they very much made it seem like it was a survival show, right? Like, all these people are like singers and actor or like dancers and such like that. Like, they're performers. They're performers. That's the real thing, except for Seal. Seal's just Seal. But why? I don't know. It's interesting that they're all performers and they have like they're just kind of chill people. Anyway, rescue. We still have to wait for a long time until the rescue team arrives. Lots of time. I'm glad most of them evacuated. The people missing, they must be safe too, right? Maybe. I'm sure we aren't the only ones that are going to be rescued. The two stared at the ruin for a moment. Let's get out of here in one piece. Let's get out of here in one piece. Sorry, my voice just changed, like, drastically. Don't worry about that. Completely normal. Nothing odd about it at all. Wow, Kit does this real quick. Cool. Sorry, do something there. Gio muttered to himself. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we can just keep building rapport, and look at that! We're at level 3. Let's hang in there until the rescue team arrives. Alright, so we've exhausted all options. Awesome. We're survivors, number 2. Number 2! Alright, Seal. Seal really does not like us for some reason. Wonder why. Talk about the smartwatch. At least you got a watch. Oh, use the default password. The watch, the fader account, anything that's official. Remember, right? I know, everything is bound to our watch. We can't change our fader accounts. Does this mean we have no privacy? We already know that the sponsor is not the only problem. We're supposed to capture it right away, but I wonder why they're raising the issue over the locked device. I already know, there isn't much I can do anyway. It's a little annoying, but that was the deal in the first place. I wonder where I lost my phone. I have no clue right now. Dude, what am I supposed to do for hours? What to say to Seal, who lost his phone? Where he's always scribbling? Do you have a notebook? Let's talk about notebook, maybe. What happened to the notebook you always carry? That's... Seal took out a wrinkled notebook from his messenger bag. It was familiar to Do-Yoon as well. I was so dazed I forgot about it. I could just write things down here. Memo. Seal always carries a notebook in his messenger bag and used it to jot things down. It's the only thing he has now since he wasn't given any electronics by the show. Cool. Alright, cool. I don't need to ask about the other thing. Must be interesting what we can do. What we do. It's just that I see you everywhere. That was kind of unexpected. Just remember what I said earlier. You don't need to stress over it. You know it's my job. We'll get out of here, right? Lock settings. The password for the watches is the same for all contestants to make device management simpler. But individual app accounts and data are bound to each watch and the fader account can't be switched. Okay, good to know. So if somebody's watch misses, then we need to figure it out. Okay. Ooh, let's go! Seal Chang. Staff. I didn't know the stage was so terribly built. Who would have thought the stage would collapse? Whoever made that decision was a critical mistake. Look down. Do-Yoon carefully chose his words. We'll get out of here safely. If the show keeps on going, then I'd like to get some good advice from you again. My advice? You remember the pop quiz mission? They sprang a question on me suddenly and I had to come up with an answer immediately. Without your timely help, I would have already been eliminated. Seal had saved many contestants from trouble. Oh, I just happen to know the topic. I'm not sure if I was of any help. You were great. How'd you get to know so much? Well, let's say it was my area of interest. I'm quite interested in pop music in general. Seal slightly took a step back, adjusting his glasses. That's why you looked different when you talked about it. Different? In what way? You talked faster in a higher tone. Seal was a totally different person when it came to the topic of music. His advice was more delicate and easier to understand at times compared to that of the judges. I must have looked like a big mouth. No way, you were just awesome. Really? Yeah, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm just a staff member who's supposed to stay back and quietly support you guys. My producer always told me not to screw around. The glasses cast a shadow over Seal's face. If my feedback matters to you, I'll say I didn't mind you at all. Moreover, you looked happy doing that. I see. Thank you. Dude, everyone's getting along. This is great. I like it. It's all new to me. Oh, dude, we're making friends. We're making friends. Knowledgeable. Seal, who has a deep understanding of music, talks about his knowledge at every opportunity. He's so proud of it. Let's go. I like Seal. I like Seal. Alright, by the way. Save. Number 3. Awesome. Seal. Sponsorship. I guess we need to pay for them all, huh? Were you saying sponsored products? They are all damaged. The watch, clothes, nobody got hurt. That's what really matters, isn't it? We'll be out of here. We have to think about other things too. I know. I'm not comfortable with it, but it's true. Oh, I went too far, didn't I? It's just that I'm a staff member. These things bother me. I understand. But we need to worry about the sponsors after we get out of here in one piece. Seal nodded enthusiastically. You're right. Let's think about that later. That's fine. Quick save. Number 4. So much quick save. This is fine. B-stars! Anyway. Worried. What a gloomy name. Meaning trapped under, right? I told them we should change the name from the beginning. Yeah, it's a little weird. These are literal buried stars. They're stars, pop stars, dancers, so on and so forth, and they're buried. Crazy. From the beginning. Isn't this your first season? Oh, that's... You're right, I joined the staff this season. I'm just saying that I didn't like the name as a viewer from the beginning. What about you? Do you like the name of the show? Choice? Well, I kind of agree with you. Let's go, building that rapport. Nobody liked the name. But apparently people love the name of this game. Number 5. Alright, Seal. Profile corrections. What's going on? It was chaotic. The last preliminary was a mess too, but... Seal turned his eyes away from Do-yoon. All the noise in the last round. One thing was Do-yoon advancing without the rest of his band. The contestant profiles getting mixed up was clearly the production crew's mistake. Some even mentioned a boycott. It's because they made the new guy do all the work. Who's the new guy? I told them the profiles got mixed up. Why didn't they change it right away? Staff fired the new guy and posted a written apology, held him responsible for the whole incident. But they were short on staff because he was fired. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just glad it's been straightened out. About the conclusion of the accident, Do-yoon felt pity, maybe? Poor guy. I knew he did a lot of work. Everybody knew it, but no one dared to step up. You weren't the only one who sat idly by. They needed a scapegoat. It was dangerous to stand against the producer. The new guy was a sophist who was sacrificed. The hand Seth was using to hold the bag trembled slightly. His name is not Seth, it's Seal. Thank you. Game? Awesome. Oh, it's good. It's common. I've seen it often. Accident ending. The company fired a new staff member and released a statement of apology. The poor guy got all the blame and became a sole scapegoat. Okay, well, we had to talk about that, but... Nothing happened to Rapport. We have to go back. I wonder if there's different timelines or something. I felt anger. I was angry. They made him do all the work and sacrificed him for making one mistake. Alright, we're gonna fix that. Everyone is angry, but they didn't do anything about it. Alright, so it lowers anyway. Seal's blue glasses glinted. Do-yoon felt awkward and took a step back. It's common, I've seen it often. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's reload that. Apparently, if I said the other thing and felt anger, he would be mad. Didn't know that, that's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, so it's fine that I lose, like, a little bit of mentality, as long as I don't go completely insane. Right? As long as I don't go completely insane, we'll be fine. Alright, Seal. Let's talk about the rescue. I've heard the reason, but we have to wait for too long. There shouldn't be an additional collapse, so... That's true. They just forced the way in, it could get more dangerous. That's why it's taking that long. We need to trust the rescue team. I know. The only thing we can do is wait. Alright, well, we never want to talk about the rescue to Seal ever again. That was a terrible idea. Never talk to him about that rescue ever again. If anyone's like, Kit, you should talk to Seal about the rescue. No, we don't talk to Seal about the rescue. Hi, Ina! What about the smartwatch? It's quite useful, although it's got some faults. You don't really use it, do you? I use it like everyone else does. Don't lie to me, everyone already knows. You only use the Memo and Contacts app. That's what everyone uses. But he doesn't look like this type. It's so ironic, huh? Yo, love the tattoo. 10 out of 10 tattoo. And the hair? A little shorter would be fine, but I mean, the hair is pretty good too. What do you mean by ironic? Not just the watch, you aren't good with any of the electronic devices. You even use paper when you're writing songs. It's just an old habit. Classic, to put it mildly, old to be straightforward. Then let's go with classic. Vintage, he's not very good with electronics and sticks to using paper or score rather than composing songs on a computer. He's an analog person in many ways. Good to know. I guess you don't even know the weird way of using it, huh? Since you're so classic. Of course not. It would call it the weird way of using it. Whoa, that bad? Anyhow, I wish I could continue to use it even after the show. To continue using the smartwatch, you could ask the sponsor for it, right? Maybe you should ask the sponsor. Who knows? It's already used and damaged. What are you talking about? Of course I'd ask for a new one. I don't know about that. Ina fiddled with the watch on her wrist. So what's the weird way of using the watch? Oh, that? It's about the ringtone. Well, check this out. Ina tapped the watch's screen a few times, and her voice started to play. I can set a file I recorded as the ringtone. How cool is that? Hey, something feels funny. Oh, shit. Man, multiple things happening all at the same time. Is that how you're going to respond after hearing my beautiful voice? I could agree that it's weird. It's not even that weird, no? Am I weird? Ringtone, a smartwatch ringtone. Contestants can set various ringtones from basic tunes to the recorded files. Rescue team requested that they unmute their ringtones. Oh, if I talked to Ina, I wouldn't have died. We got the Rapport event, so that's good. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Handling some things at the same time. Awesome. Hey, wait! Are my eyes different colors? Nope, both blue. It's so blurry that I thought I might have lost a contact. Color contacts? Ina blinked her eyes several times. Do they bother you? Didn't you bring your glasses? Wear glasses on stage? No thanks. Can't see anything without my contacts. I need to take good care of them. Ina mumbled to herself while rolling up her eyes. Please don't speak with your eyes rolled up. Hey, I do whatever I want with my eyes. What are you looking at? Don't fall for me. You ain't my type. I hate contacts, honestly. They hurt my eyes too much, if I'm being real. I hate taking mine out. It's just, You know what? We turned into different people as we went through the preliminaries. You had long brown hair and glasses back then. You still remember that? And you had red contacts and long hair in the beginning. Long hair. He had long hair and wore red contacts until they were midway through the training camp. Although he felt awkward after getting a haircut and taking out the contacts, everyone else loved his new style. Yeah, I like his new style more. True. Come to think of it, we've all changed. Or sorry, come to think of it, we've all changed a lot. Even the way we think. How did they come up with the unique characters for each of us? They turned our brilliant talent and despair into a script. We even talk differently now. Oh yeah? Thanks for noticing that. Ina stroked her hair gently. But I see no change in you. I have a hard time faking the character. It is all designed by experts, so it won't hurt to go along with it. Change means evolution, which is good, right? I'll say it is an unfit evolution. Ina stared at Duyan disapprovingly. The show isn't set up to show our true selves, Mr. Hard Rocker. Makeover. She cut her own long wavy hair. She normally wears round glasses, but takes them off when she's on stage. She also wears blue contact lenses. Cool. I want to quickly check that again. Right? Because I think the other way, I mean, I don't think the other way really does too much, but I still want to try it. So I got vintage. It looks expensive. Can you afford it? Don't you think it's expensive? It's still a trial product. I already know that. I was just saying. Who cares if it's expensive? Or if I buy two and wear them both on my wrists. It's just that I'm so broke. Okay, yeah, definitely did not want to choose that. Don't you look so disappointed, though? Don't look so disappointed, though. Anyway, what's with that weird way of using it? Why are you changing the subject? It's about the ringtone. And then it shows the ringtone. And not much else. Okay. Back to that. Let's just go back. Give it a try. I should have saved before the other one. You can ask the sponsor. Because the rapport goes up, and then our thing goes up. We get the rapport event. And we had long hair, and built up rapport. Cool. So I love this fast forward feature. This fast forward feature is honestly really, really cool. Because it really speeds through everything. Especially if you're trying to build rapport with everybody. I actually really like it. But we have to take it off and return it later for sponsorship, yeah. That was the agreement. I don't like how they gave us all the same password. It goes to show how determined they are to take the watch back from us. Borrowed it, so... Yeah, it's not like we're big celebrities. I thought they wanted us to have it at first. How disappointing. I'll regret it when I make it big time. Let's get out of here first. Aw, build that rapport. No doubt. Building that rapport. Building that rapport. B-stars. Buried stars, B-stars. What a name. Dude, do you know what buried means? What do you mean? Come on, the meaning of our show's name. 3, 2, it means diamonds in the rough. I'm not asking you because I don't know the answer. Literally, it means to bury something. You should have told me that in the first place. Why are you asking me that? I wanted to say something about it. Are you trying to say that we've actually been buried? How did you know? I just guessed. Okay, so that balanced out. Okay, what is this? Tell me, what is it? So all that did was raise our... I mean, it equaled out. So that's fine. Profile correction. My weight has gotten mixed up with Juyong's and the blood type with Hyo-sung. We're about the same weight. How much do you weigh? That's a dangerous question. I was gonna say, you never ask a woman how much they weigh. That is a dangerous fucking question. Like, rapport going down immediately. To be honest, people didn't even know about the mixed up profiles. Things have gotten worse because of Hyo-sung and Yoo-hook. Yoo-hook's height was displayed as 170 centimeters, whereas Hyo-sung's was 180 centimeters. It was chaotic. That's probably one of the 3 most ridiculous incidents that happened during B-Stars. It was obviously wrong. Oh my gosh, it actually raised up. Exactly, they ignored it when we asked them to fix it. The viewers went crazy when it was broadcast. Yeah, it was a mess. The new guy was the only one who got fired. He was sloppy but diligent. I can't believe that was the best they could come up with, to fire the new guy. Worked out for him since he didn't get buried with us. The two stared at the wreckage silently. Yeah, nothing in life is certain. Keep on building the rapport. Keep on building up the rapport! Oh my gosh, there's only 15 saves. Well, good thing I'm saving constantly. Rescue. Why didn't the recording work earlier? Is it completely broken? Ina tried operating the watch but gave up shortly. I don't know, something must be broken again. Is it an app issue again? The phone worked, right? I tried to reinstall it, but I'm not touching it for now. We can't even use data. What about yours? Does it work? Egan tried using his watch. Yeah, we did. No sound is being recorded. Welcome to the club. What's the problem? I don't know, we've been wasting our time. To Ina, whose record app isn't working. You've already contacted the rescue team. We're good. We're good. We're good. You contact the rescue team. You're fine. Contact the rescue team. That's something. Yeah. Wow, are you trying to cheer me up? I'm rather relieved. What are you saying? Although we won't have to record anything as you pointed out, we don't know how long the phone's going to work either. We should be fine as long as other people continue to check it. Ina looked at her watch again. What a shame. I've been recording vocal warm-ups. Recording new files doesn't work, but the files already recorded are still in there, right? Oh, you're right! Thank God, I have to use them again when I get out of here. Nice! After making it out of here safely, you should be able to use them again. Yep, let's hang in there until the rescue team comes. Record app. An app for recording sounds. It can be used for things like vocal monitoring, ringtones, etc., but the instability of the app means that sometimes it needs to be reinstalled. So it's like a temporary app or something, right? It's weird that it only briefly records stuff. Like, that seems really weird. Alright, this guy. Yoo-sung's... right? It's a good thing we have this, at least. Isn't it broken? That's a horrible thing to say. They might ask me to pay for it if I break it. I bet this is worth more than our rates per episode. Thought that far? What do you think I am? Plus, mine's more expensive. Yusung's watch is a more recent model. Really? Really? See how unconcerned you are? How do you think I've been uploading photos on Fader? See, this is how it works. Like this, Yusung began to take photos of the stage. This watch comes in 2 models. The Model C has a built-in camera, but the others don't. Yusung showed him the watch's lens. Nice. Other contestants didn't have it either. I saw the rappers before. Rapper? Did you forget his name already? What's the point of remembering the name of someone who was sent home? Anyhow, if I take a photo, it's uploaded to the cloud automatically. Nice, huh? Do you get it now? If the watch gets damaged, I lose more money. Camera app. The camera automatically uploads photos to the cloud of the contestants. Only Hyusung, who has the flagship model of the watch, has the app. It's pretty cool, though. Then again, the guy's kind of a dick. Kind of a dick. Sponsorship. Isn't it weird? From head to toe, everything's borrowed from someone else. Only thing that's mine is my body. That's sad. Do you think it's sad when they dress you up for free? You're not star material. Well, it's different for everyone. I just don't understand. How can this be sad? Yusung, his eyes blurry, adjusted to the sleeve of his jacket. Let's suppose it's different for everyone, as you put it. But if you're so uncomfortable with the sponsorship products, you shouldn't have joined the show, right? Alright, we never ask about sponsored products to Hyusung. I hope I'm saying their names right, by the way. I'm really bad with, like, Korean names. So, like... Alright, B-Stars. I've seen all kinds of ridiculous situations since joining B-Stars. Not just me, you've been through all kinds of stuff too, right? I felt like I was on a roller coaster. You must feel the same. Me? You're right, there were some happy moments and I learned many useful things, that's for sure. But there were also things I wish I didn't know. Like what? Wish you didn't know? Something that makes me feel like an adult. What does that even mean? You wouldn't understand even if I told you. There. I guess he just, I guess the guy just hates the fact that Hyusung hates the fact that he feels like he's growing up. Profile correction. I like the height they reported as mine. 180 centimeters, my dream height. Is that the only thing that was mixed up? My blood type was changed from AB to O. Blood type, that's also important. Not like we'll need any blood transfusion here. You worry so much. You should have sorted it out right in the first place. The comments, message boards, entertainment program, news, criticism everywhere. I was so embarrassed, they kept mentioning my height. You saw that? I thought the production crew told us not to pay attention to that stuff. Who cares? Just wanted to see what the fuss was about. I have powerful people behind me, you know? They made their employee a scapegoat for that and quickly covered up the issue. Are you talking about the new guy? They couldn't just cover it up. I guess that's why people from high up came with the decision. Don't give me that face. Do you want Seung-yeon to quit then? Jung-yeon, this is B-Stars. If you aren't popular or you don't have any leverage, you'll be eliminated. Who am I kidding? When I'm in last place. Okay, yeah, you're in last place because you're kind of a dick. I can see why you're in last place, buddy. Dude's really a dick, though. Like, I understand there's a scandal because he was, like, doing something in, like, his school. But, like, come on, dude. Like, be, like, something. Be some sort of positive. Be some nice while you're in here. I like your hair, but, come on, dude. Rescue. Most of the people seem to have escaped. The audition ended in smoke. Aren't you worried about the people who came to see you? Friends, family, no one came to see me, so what's to worry? Oh, that's depressing. It's my family. That face, no one came to see you either, right? No, but we're both on our own. We should just look to the future, am I right? The show will continue when this is over. Seung-yeon will make sure of it. So you should start thinking too, when everyone's spacing out. People like us should never let a good crisis go to waste. That didn't change anything. Okay, cool. Am I able to... Oh, okay. I was like, can I delete any of the save data? But no, I'm just gonna have to keep going through it. Alright, so last 2 words are from you. Smartwatch. From Ji-young. It's a good thing we have this, at least. There's nothing on it, not even any phone numbers. I know, they cleared out the contact list. There's no one on your messenger? To the question, if there's anyone on his messenger. The same as you. Same here. You can only send messages to someone in the contact list. Is it because it was a beta version? I mean, if only they left the contacts. Don't think too deeply. After a brief silence, Ju-young ran her hand through her long hair. Yeah, I need to stay strong. It's okay. It's going to be all right. She mumbled to herself and raised her head. I'm sorry, it must be hard for you too. Are you okay? I think so. Though I'm not at my best. Of course not. Ju-yoon, I want you to cheer up. Messenger app. This app enables you to send messages to anyone in your contact list. It sometimes fails depending on the network status. Checks out. That checks out. Rapport event, let's go! Severance. Ju-yoon. You're going to call your band members, right? Huh? Why are you asking me that? I usually don't comment on other people's business, but in this case, I think you should before it's too late. Ju-yoon ran her hand through her long hair. As I left Beloved, I didn't contact any of my team members. So it's true that you left without any explanation. I felt shameful and sorry, and there was no going back anyway. I thought it would be better to talk to them after things were settled. So when did you contact them? Ju-yoon felt silent for a moment. Never. Never? Not even once? That's right. It's been years. As more time passed, it got more difficult to contact them. So true. So true. If you haven't contacted people in a while, it's bad. Also, I'm going to do something real quick. Close that a little bit. Make it smaller. That's bothering me. I was afraid I might bring up the painful memories. Ju-young lowered her head, looking pale. We practiced really hard. We were sincerely committed to our future. I even told them we'd be together forever. And then you left them! And I screwed it up by abruptly leaving them. None of them called you to ask why? No, they must have been disappointed. I understand them. Is that why they did an interview during the preliminaries? Oh, the interview with one of them? With a mosaic applied to her face? Yeah, that one. She said she was your former team member. She was very pointed, and I must take it. I kept procrastinating to make the call, and that was the consequence. It's all because I ran away from them. Ju-young shook her head and her long hair ruffled. Why didn't you call them before coming up to B-Stars? And it would look like I'm asking for their support after crushing everything. I just couldn't find the courage to face them. It's fair. That's why I'm telling you, you should call your members before it's too late. Aww. Severance. Ju-young severed all connections with her team members after she left Beloved. Some members criticized her for joining the audition. Makes sense. Makes sense. You left your entire team behind. And just to pursue your solo career. Obviously there's like things where it's like, hey, you know, gotta look out for yourself, but that's kind of ridiculous, honestly. So. Alright, sponsorship. The watch is damaged. Mine too. Thank God it's not broken. Their clothes got dirty too. Could have been worse. They were all sponsored. Do you think we need to pay them back? No way. We were in an accident. Don't you remember? There was a clause saying we had to pay for any damages. There's more to the clause, except for damage caused by natural disasters. There was? Yeah, I read that part carefully. There's a performance with Masquerade where we have to rip up our clothes if we made it to the final together. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. She just wanted to see Ju-yoon. Ju-yoon? Sorry, Do-yoon. Getting their names. Naked. Awesome. Strange, huh? Who cares about sponsored products now, huh? I know. At first I was just dumbstruck, but now I'm worried about everything. Well, nothing's more expensive than our life. Also, number 1. B-Stars! B-Stars. This is the worst. I'm sure this wasn't intended. Ju-young drooped her head. There had been a lot of fuss when Seung-yeon took charge of the new season. Did read it in the news, although it's different from experiencing her firsthand. Some things you just gotta try to figure out. She said that she would draw the potential in us and that we should endure anything in order for her to do that. She's not completely wrong, but... No, it's nothing. Never mind. Interesting. So at least the producer, like, is looking out for everybody. That's pretty cool. Profile correction. Oh, the personal details got mixed up. But it's still displayed as official. I've been telling them ever since they were displayed. So did I. They snapped at me for bringing that up, so I didn't even bother to ask them again. The viewers discovered it right away. It's because they left all the work to the new guy. I still think it was harsh, right? Putting a heavy burden on the staff member. Shifted too much responsibility onto him. I think that's what she would like to hear. I thought they were too harsh. Really? I don't think they made a big deal out of it. Made the new guy do all the work, but something went wrong. I didn't say anything because he was going to be blamed for everything. You knew. Managed data and did all their tech stuff. He even had to deal with subcontractors at the times. But then the accident happened and the show needed a scapegoat. How can the new guy be held responsible? I just didn't get it. You know how Seung-yoon is. I raised hell, not knowing what was going on. It was a natural thing for you to do if you didn't know. Thank you for putting it that way. Don't think about that right now. But I still regret it. Last keyword, plan to fail. Profile data management was solely assigned to the inexperienced youngest staff member. He had to handle not only physically demanding jobs, but IT work and outsourcing. Sucks for the new guy, dude. The new guy just got boned, honestly. Alright, we can move on, but I'm gonna still do the last thing with that. Like, that's really depressing that, like, the new guy just gets stuck with everything and pissed on. And only yelled at Ina. Everyone was on edge. You have your reason. Reason? Oh, are you talking about the panic attacks? Ji-young fell silent for a moment. You don't need to concern yourself with that. But I'm having some symptoms, though, thanks to this mess. Thank you for caring for me. I'll let you know if I need help. I don't want to make this a concept or excuse. Fair. Very, very fair. Okay, so, I mean, all we know is that this was all... The new guy got shit on. Should I leave now and move on? Yep, we've done everything we can. Let's screwing things up. So we got 7 profiles, 9 keywords acquired, and everyone's rapport built up except for Hugh Sung-seo, because he doesn't give a shit about us. And kind of Seal. But Seal we talked to for a bit, but he's good. I'll save checkpoint. After looking at everyone, Ina took a step forward. Hey, anyone else having issues with recording? The way I see it, each watch might have a different functions working at the moment. Special keyword, Ina's watch. Ina's sponsored smartwatch. The model name is BA-W320E. Much like Do-yoon's watch's recording function isn't working, the accident might have been the cause. Ina's right, we need to check our watches. Then we might be able to cope with the situation better. The group continued to talk while checking their watches. This is it. Special keyword. Gearhook's watch. Gearhook's sponsored smartwatch. The model is same one as Ina's with all functions working properly. So he can record. So I gotta remember everyone's functions for some reason. That's good to know. Okay. Do-yoon, how is yours? Can you tell me what functions are working? The functions available to my watch are this. The ringtone. The records app's not working, so the contacts app, the phone app, and the lock settings. All of this should be good, because the record app is not working, we don't have the camera app because Hyosung has it. So I think we're good. I can set the ringtone on my watch. Songs saved on the watch can be set as ringtones. Ina was using her own voice as a ringtone. There are people with interesting tastes everywhere in the world. Thank God you unmuted the ringtone before. Otherwise, phew. Unlock is a sure thing. We all use the same password anyway. All their passwords are identical. This was just set to make it convenient for the sponsor when the watches were returned. The password could not be changed. Messenger and phone apps are working too, but only to people in our contacts. Same situation here. There's no one except us in my contact list. It's not like we can add any new contacts. Sweet. Special keyword, Do-yoon's watch. Do-yoon's sponsored smartwatch. Somehow its recording function isn't working. Same. We don't have access to camera. Okay, that's good enough. Seal, anything else? Everyone check the functions of their watch. So what's the conclusion? Marina and me, recording doesn't work, and the camera only works on yours, Hyosung. Hyosung's watch, it's W320EC. This flagship model can take photos. All functions are working properly. Good. At least 2 of us can make phone calls, which is good. The rest of the apps seem to be working for everyone. So Ju Young's watch 2 also is working properly. So only ours and Ina's doesn't work. Nice. Seal. I guess we're done checking the available functions. Sponsored watch. Finalist contestants each received a customizable smartwatch. All the watches use the same password, which can't be changed to make returning them later easier. Also, Fader account can't be changed either. Ooh. I should change to profile fitting for the watch's change to a profile fitting for the watch's contact list. What? There was an awkward silence. They quietly fiddled with their watches. Okay. Huh? What's the matter? What's the matter with you? I got some reception. I found out that people are still voting. Ongoing voting. Even the collapse of the stage couldn't stop the popularity vote. Yu Hyuk, who was looking at his watch, raised his head and his eyes met Dooyun's. It's true. The votes are ongoing. That's ridiculous. Why are they still running the vote? Maybe they just forgot to shut down the system. Could this affect the rankings? Will the changed vote count be reflected in the final results? I mean, it may be reflected, honestly. But if they're still voting, maybe it will. No way, who would vote in this situation? People must be confused, but this is... Feeling uncertain, Dooyun's thoughts began to become tangled. One contestant's getting all the votes. Ju-young and Ina hurriedly checked their watches. Really? Yu-sung? How? Ah, awesome, it worked! Yu-sung, what did you do? Social media, man! Look at you all, pretending like you know nothing about it. You know we have official Fader accounts made for B-stars. Fader. Social media contestants use the accounts given to them by the show. Accounts for eliminated contestants are deleted. It can be used on smartphones, watches, PCs, etc. I just wrote a post saying I'm still alive. Post. Yu-sung posted a comment to Fader via his watch that he's alive and wants more fans to vote. It was an accident, but I managed to survive, lol. But wow, the vote's still going on? Well, then vote for me so I can survive the audition. They said no one on stage could escape. Everyone okay? Yu-hyuk and other contestants? Whoa, Yu-sung's Fader. It can't be auto-riot bot. Where is he posting this? I really don't want to think that someone hacked his account to do such mischiefs. You found time to write a post like that? Of course, I'm in 5th place right now. I must have looked like a nobody. But it's not over till it's over. I'm still alive. Just wait. I can shake things up. Yu-sung put on a sinister smile. Beads of sweat glistened under the light. Now you can use the timeline menu from the communication at the Smartwatch, Fader, Messenger, and auto-write apps. On the timeline, you can see the latest Fader posts. You can repost and collect keywords. You can read all past posts on Fader or a social media platform. Check Messenger, exchange with friends and your contacts. You see number of votes and rankings by contestants and buried stars. You can check the writing interval of the auto-write bot and change the content. Changes will apply on the next scheduled auto-write post. Cool. Real quick, though. Now we gotta go real fast! Alright, we're all good. Cool. Yeah. Should I move on? Yes. So escape, continue, yeah, sure. So now I gotta just choose the other thing and see if that works. Alright, so messenger, ringtone lock, ringtone lock, phone, contacts. Ringtone, boom, Dude's watch is good. Yu-sung's watch, Dude's watch. Everything's fine. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this changes anything. It won't be reflected. I hope not. This must be a mistake. Right? It's a joke to continue the voting in this mess. Must be busy trying to cope with the situation. It will be shut down in no time. The agitation seemed to die down. The contestant's getting all the votes. Oh, okay. So it's this, and then, yeah, okay. So we just didn't lose any sanity. Okay, that's good. That's good. We just didn't lose any sanity this time. Now we have access to all this. So interesting. So timeline. Read a post with a check mark to get a clue keyword. You can reply to a post that directly mentions your character. Check out a post where the reply button is displayed. Depending on what you choose, your sanity might change, or you can get Dean's profile. Okay. Everybody died or got injured from this accident, but Hyosung still has time to play with Fader. I can't help but think that his poor excuse for her school violence was a lie, don't you think? Okay. Criminal. Hyosung's violent past has been revealed by his former classmates on Fader. His friends will still encourage one another to vote. Hyosung no matter what he does. Like attracts like, you know. If you're okay, leave a comment. BS and die him. Okay. So hold on. So I need to like... Oh my gosh, okay. So I need to reply. I'm gonna share the post. Hyosung posts a message about our situation. Sharing it will be the answer. Alright, so there's Dooyoon, Jurong, Ina, Guhak, and a floor director here. Oh my, was this comment shared by Dooyoon? Dooyoon shared Hyosung's post? I thought the notification from a bot again. Thank you. We could learn from Dooyoon's shared post. Hyosung's list of the casualties is correct. Dooyoon is okay enough to play with Fader. Internet call is available. Dooyoon doesn't want to get any blame by writing a post himself. Oh, Dooyoon shared Hyosung's post, which means Hyosung is safe. I'm so relieved. Why is the betrayer helping Hyosung? No idea, but as long as Hyosung is okay, I'm okay. He's acting foolishly after being rescued. This should be enough. He decided to check for new mentions later. Okay. So cramped here. I was told to wait at least 6 hours. Oh, save me. Well, here I'm with Dooyoon, Jurong, and floor director. The post making a commotion or something. Well, I might write another post if you encourage me to try some more posts. Take care of people trapped inside. It's too much to mention the atmosphere knowing already there's a patient with a panic attack. Vader is a waste of life. Man, there's some, like, crazy people. Okay. So we're at least able to reach out to the outside world. Kamina says nothing. Is everyone okay? Must be safe, I hope. I hope you're safe, dear. Please post a comment that you're alive like Hyosung did. It must be somebody else. There's survive. There's no news about Dooyoon. Hyosung is posting comments, though. I pray for your safety, Dooyoon. So the top 5 prefer to save Hyosung, and then the others should be safe, too. Okay, Vader can be an all-running bot. Vote for Hyuk. One of those training searches. I'm just going to keep going down just to see if there's anything else. We're asking Hyosung if other contestants are alive. Oh. Hey, Snob, if you're still alive, watch out for Hyosung. If you mess with Hyosung like you did in the show, you don't know what he's going to do to you. Snob, Ina's detractors gave her this humiliating nickname because she is picky and can be rude when speaking. You're right, some people say a separate administrator manages the official Fader account. So they're just people talking about it. The stalker rumor was known to be fabricated by Ina. You still believe it? Oh, come on, guys. And what? A bombing terror? Don't even mention groundless rumor. Stalker? Stalker. Rumor has it someone is stalking Ina. Thanks. I don't get stuff. Man, I gotta respond to all this stuff. Just in case we get anything. Okay, let's see. Page down? So I can use page down to scroll. So somebody asked if we're dead, so we will respond. Still alive. Masquerade vocalist Woosuk. Just picking a fight out in Dooyoon. Dooyoon should refute it mildly. Feel comfortable enough inside to play with Fader? You left the band to make your debut alone, but I might see your face on the accident news first. It's our acidic responses I expected. You decided to check for new mentions later. Okay. So we don't want to respond to that one. We definitely don't want to respond to that. Because that's Masquerade's vocalist who wants him to die. Which is, you know, not the greatest. Wait, I can respond a different way. Did you see Hyosung's post? Don't be clingy. How would I know what Hyosung said? How long has it been since you left the band? Now you give everything about the old memories. I'm happy to be hanging out with Hyosung. So it'll be easy to talk about it properly considering the past incident. You decided to check up for new mentions later. So we've just been an asshole. That's good. Shocking news. The bomber, stalker, contestants. Okay, so somebody might have bombed it? Tube now. 1 hour passed. Hyosung's are going up. Alright, let's see now. Whatever Hyosung. How I posted earlier. So people are just like trying to figure this out. And Hyosung is trying to use this as best as they can. Sung Yeon is a famous as a genius producer and made success in every TV show, and I heard her name way more than other contestants. Now this thing happened. She can't get away from that this season. A star producer, a nickname given to Sung Yeon as she became the chief producer for the new season of Beastars after having achieved success in the past. Producer Twisted Show would fail big time. Man, this genius guy wants Sung Yeon to fail, but it's like, I didn't mean it like this. I'm sorry. Zero additional collapse. Just so late. Pushing the site. By bot, please be safe. We're checking out the latest news. No news about the additional victims so far. Beastars official. Contact this some contestants. So these guys are all just like confused about what's going on, and now this is some old stuff. And people are just being like, these people are trapped under a collapsed building, and social media is like, yeah, we should still vote. That's fine. Why not? Agree. Oh, wait, what's going on here? I see some people claim that they rescued the broadcasting staff first, leaving audition participants buried. You know what Joo-hyuk's dad is? You know what Joo-hyuk's dad is? Byung-hee Lee. Byung-hee were not dead. All of the staff would have been fired already. Raffle. You can see from Joo-hyuk's face, written all over his face, saying he doesn't make any friends with peasants. Lol. Yoo-hyuk has that kind of look. Stu-yoon has betrayer written all over his face. He looks annoyed when people like Hyosung talk to him, lol. I agree, lol, betrayer. He looks like a betrayer. Couldn't agree more, lol. Looks like Yoo-hyuk still holds a silver spoon in his mouth. Silver Spoon, a nickname for Yoo-hyuk, who was the son of a beloved singer. The nickname was born partly out of jealousy and envy. There. Staff ran for their lives. Now they're making fun of the staff. They don't care about the staff or any of the participants, or like not the participants, but like they don't care about any of the people, like the staff or the viewers or anybody. They just care about the participants. That's insane to me. It's like, yeah, by the way, the participants are okay. If I make a post, I don't believe building collapse like that, even if it's poorly constructed. Yeah, they're trying to say that it might have been bombed. Interesting. Do-yoon abandon his friends to go up higher. That betrayer will not let others be rescued first, lol. Be sure to watch your back. He's likely to escape alone. Betrayer, humiliating nickname for Do-yoon, who gave up on his band members to advance to the finals alone. This nickname blames him for betraying his band members and longtime fans. My detector. If she says she's having another panic attack again and cries like she did beloved, her fans will come in flocks to console her. She's free to act in any way she wants. What a loser. Panic attacks. It's well known that Joo-young suffered from panic attacks. Okay, sorry. I gotta talk about panic attacks for a bit, because I've had panic attacks. I've had anxiety attacks and panic attacks, and like, you know, way back when I used to live in the garage and like that house. I was on like depression and anxiety medication, 2 different types, and like, whenever I'd say like I'd be feeling like a panic attack or something, people would always just call me a liar and such. It happened at one of my old jobs, especially when like things got like super crazy and stressful and I couldn't help them, and I started panicking. It's like, oh, you're just freaking out because you want attention, and it's just like, really. And I feel for I can't remember her name. Is it Joo-young? Yeah, Joo-young, right? Panic attacks are real. They're scary. They suck. Joo-young ran away from a popular girl group. No wonder she ran away from the accident site first. A good match for Joo-young. Run, Joo-young, run. A mocking title given to Joo-young by viewers to mock her past history of running away from a girl group. Alright, that's everything. I like the music in this game, by the way. Pretty damn good. Alright, so there's 8 words, social media. So we've already... Back to call. Something went wrong, please increase. Search to emergency broadcasting. So these are all the people like figuring out what's going on. What the hell is this? Photo at a concert? Oh man, I should be looking for photos at concerts, huh? The show is being delayed at the request of WBS. We truly appreciate your patience. Okay. That's interesting. I need to take a click on the pictures, apparently. I didn't realize I could do that. Yeah, they're all talking about stuff. For the concert. Okay. Is there any other pictures here? I don't think there were any pictures, because I would have noticed them, but it might have been one that I just overlooked. Oh, there we go. Popularity vote. Yeah, the vote's still going. Why is the vote still going? Like, I would feel like they'd shut that shit down immediately. It's like, hey, by the way, this just happened. Like, we've got to stop. I'm just going to keep saving, by the way. Because it's the smartest thing to do. Messenger. Signal is weak. Oh, hello. Miss says, yeah, oopsie, that was a mistake. Never mind. Sorry, just kidding. I don't know what to say. Just laugh a little, let slide. I'm going to start soon. Hope we'll do our best and make it work out. Thanks, you worked. Oh, so I think there's might be a little connection between Ju Young Min. All right. System is weak. Okay. Where are you? Reply ASAP. Signal is weak. So Hyosung actually kind of cares. Try to see a message, Joe. Do you? And I have a feeling that look is on my side. Sorry, I'm wearing makeup. It's okay. Even if we don't make it today, we're not going to cry. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Signal is weak. Go for it and stop frowning. Sorry if that's just how you look. Did you see Ju Young? She was in the waiting room and then went somewhere. Okay. Your voice is fine. Yep, you remembered it. I wouldn't forget what you just said yesterday. You stop using those old emojis. Hey, I use old emojis. Hold on, I use old emojis. Come on, game saying I'm old. Doge says I'm old all the time. God dang. You Huck is me though. Just saying. Easily. Alright, cool. Yeah, now we're good. So you can see the rankings. Hyosung is about to pass Dooyoon. Dude, Yuhuk is just owning everybody, though. Why does the rankings matter, though? Memo. Okay, well, we now know about all these. So, do I have all these? No, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Some contacts. So I'm just gonna try to make sure we get all this. I mean, Hyosung will do anything to win. That's for sure. Still don't know where everybody is. Auto right. I'm Dooyoon. I'd appreciate your support. Maybe I should change the auto right style. A style that calms people down. Switch to a soothing style. Dooyoon, I'm doing well, thanks to all of you. I hope to see you soon. Real quick, I'm gonna actually save. I should be able to switch it, I think, right? Style is simple. A style that provokes people to get attention, simple, not so emotional. We get attention, switch to an exciting, provocative style. If you're happy, still find this to become a real survival edition, I'll make it to you. I would rather, I'm gonna calm people down. Phone. Record, we can't do anything with that. Settings, we're still good. Okay. Sweet. Think that works. So we got 8 words we gotta get. Let's just go from left to right again. So we got a lot of stuff that we can talk about. So, time for a lot of saving! Let's go! I'm going voting. I can't believe they're still voting. There's a possibility that Hyosung might outrank you. Yuhak muttered to himself. Hyosung is in 5th place and Dooyoon is in 4th place. If Hyosung moves up in the ranking, Dooyoon will be last. Our priority isn't there this moment. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help it. I'm so used to the audition rules. Even in this mess, I still think and talk about the ranking. You're not the only one. You've been trained under the B-Stars rules for a long time, so I guess I'm not the only one. Yuhak surveyed the ruined stage and the scattered people. I'm just hoping nothing else will happen. There. I don't care if my thing goes down. As long as rapport goes up, nothing else matters. Fader! You don't have many Fader friends, right? It gets too complicated if I have too many friends. I accepted friend requests at first, but not anymore. If you decide not to touch it, I'm not sure. I don't know about now, but if you move on to the next round. Deepening drooped his head. Well, probably make people more offended. Hyuk silently patted Do-yoon on the shoulder. Let's stop this talk now, I'm sorry. Alright, we don't talk about Fader. No talking about Fader to that dude. That's a bad time. Let's talk about social media. No one likes you. It's like, okay. I understand. Alright, criminal. I think the rumor about the incident is true. Although I'm not sure if what they say is all true. Do you think Seung-yeon is exaggerated it? I think so. No, she is. What do you think really happened? Hyuk stared at Hyusung, who was standing on the other side. Hyusung didn't give an explanation for it, so we wouldn't know. We all carry our own truth. He always had something to say on other matters, but he's awfully quiet this time. It had a significant effect on the votes, too. What exactly happened? We heard one side of the story, the rest is up to Hyusung. There. So I'm gonna do 8 again, since that did not change anything. Snob. What about Ina? Ina was portrayed in a single particular image in the show. People had no choice but to believe what they saw. Broadcasting is the art of editing. If they edit the footage with a certain intent, there's no way of shaking off that image. True. Sometimes Ina seemed to create the image for herself on purpose. You tend to appear more on TV if you comply with the production crew's demands. Feeling hurt by the character yet also playing it up? Do you think that's acceptable? You can understand, right? We're all playing someone else. I know. It's painful, but we fabricate the image that they want in a decisive moment. Okay, well, we're not going to talk about snobs to you. I understand. I almost said snoms, which is a Pokemon. I mean, right now, Hyusung is like the main focus. Alright, let's talk about Stalker. It's getting worse. It's not unusual for them to be digging into private matters, but... that was done by the production crew. This is different. The media was too hasty to cover it as is. The two of them slowly nodded. Did they even care about the source? Ina wasn't really herself. It's a private matter. It's up to her to open up it or not. You really think she won't report it? Her past hasn't been exposed as much as other contestants. Some say that's the reason the stalker's acting up more. Why would he want to dig it up when she doesn't want it to be exposed? Okay, well, we're not going to talk about Ina at all to you. Apparently you just make us more depressed. Jesus, dude. Stop making us depressed. I'm trying to keep my health and sanity good, Mr. Our producer. Seung-yeon. We still haven't heard from her. I wonder how she's doing. Probably dead. Yoon, what do you think? Seung-yeon is... I don't know, not at the moment. She should be alive. Nobody on the stage got hurt. She was standing near the stage too. She must be fine. Maybe. But I'm still worried. All the staff and audience evacuated. Nobody has mentioned Seung-yeon. If she made an escape, someone would have mentioned it. Man, we were depressing ourselves. The two stared at each other slowly. Neither of them could say what was on their minds. Now, what do you think could happen? Jesus. Everything is depressing us. I know this is a depressing situation, but sometimes you gotta look on the bright side, Mr. Dean. Like, come on. What about the silver spoon? I should think that's a compliment, right? That's just what people say. The late Byung-hee Lee and my uncle's family. There are many prominent figures like a government minister, a CEO, and a hospital director. People said it was making the audition somewhat bland, and I think they have a point. Family. Many high-profile political figures had come from his father's side of the family. Some suspected the family is trying to extend its influence over the music industry. That makes sense. That checks out. That checks out. By the way, let me ask, why did you have to choose this audition? I wanted to make it on my own. Thought nobody would know as long as I kept my mouth shut. But it just came out on the first episode. Seung-yeon was quick to take advantage of it. Why did it come out of that shadow? The sight of Gyu-hyuk mentioning his father seems to regret participating in the show. Yeah, because he wants to be on his own. It seems like you regret joining the audition. To be honest, it was painful when it was first revealed. Gyu-hyuk lowered his gaze. He seemed careful in choosing his words. But I realized it was inevitable. People were calling him by looking at me. I barely made any TV appearances. That's why people try to see him and you. Some people argue that I capitalized on my father's statue to take first place. I can't deny it. Other people might find it rude if I said this was painful. First place after first place, Gyuhuk was on the up and up under the shadow of his father. If I say I regret it, they think I'm acting all high and mighty. Yohing Lee. Gyuhuk's father and famous singer throughout the country. Now deceased, his career spanned several decades and produced tons of hit songs. Pretty cool. Good job, dude. Saving. He's happy with us, though. Let's go. Keep our rapport up. I'm a betrayer. I wanted to tell you something. Don't get restrained by the character created for the show. Don't get swayed by what you hear from people around you. Oh, thanks, dude. I know who you are. Still, once the image is fabricated, it doesn't matter. No matter how the show portrays you, just look at yourself. Just see yourself for what you are, instead of what other people think. I know you've been branded as a betrayer, but you should still keep your head up. Gyuhuk. Just focus on people that see you for what you really are. Let's go! Best friends! When we get out of here, there must be another way. Dude, literally, we are best friends. I'm glad we're best friends with first place, dude. Super glad we're best friends with first place, dude. Panic attacks. You think Ju-young will be alright? She's a strong person, but... we're in such a mess. We just need to hang on for a few more hours. That's fair. Ju-young stared at Ju-young standing on the other side. Ju-young will be alright. She made it this far. Here. Yeah, let's hope so. Yes, let's go, number 4! Yep, we'll get out of here safely. Yeah, safely. He's like, I'm already planning to commit a murder! Haha! I mean, it just seems like this is a story of just people being buried right now, though. That's the thing I'm a little concerned about. But there's gotta be something that's gonna happen. I'm talking about Ju-young. I didn't know she made a debut until the show. She looked and sounded totally different. I remember the group, but didn't know Ju-young was in it. She was furious when that came out. And the show captured that in the footage, too. In your opinion, what kind of person is Ju-young? She was a responsible leader when she was in the group, but she was also the first member to leave. As Gyuhuk pointed out, Ju-young was the group leader and the first member to leave the group. Excuse me. We all have different personalities. Maybe she's trying so hard as the result of that incident. Everyone wants to make up for the previous mistakes. Oh, I'll take the report up. Yeah, that's what keeps you going. And the show used it as a gimmick. For Sung-yoon, everything was potential content. Content for the show, which would eventually be useful. You know what? I don't care if my sanity went down. I at least got rapport, and rapport is better than my health. Friendship's better than health! Yeah! Alright, Seal. Man, there's so much reading, but I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm going voting. This is quite unprecedented. I can't believe the popularity vote is still on after all this. I think I'm gonna do like a soft voice for him compared to that. Alright, we're gonna do this. I'll try it. I can't believe the popularity vote is still on after all this. There must be a mistake, right? It's managed by the subcontractor. Since Sung-yeon's not out there, there's no command center either. They can't even close the vote? Of course not. That's depressing. Things have gotten worse ever since the profile incident. If you want to take an action, you have to report it first. Everyone has to wait for the producer's instructions. If the producer gives an order, you do it. If she says stop, then you stop. Okay, well thanks for depressing us further. Let me just reload life for a little bit. Because I don't want to keep getting depressed, mister. Vader! Vader, the root caused so much trouble. Like a treasure island for those looking for some trouble. I think it had some positive influence, too. Yeah, for Hugh Sung it did. Since the legend has begun for the Fader star created by Beastars and Fader. Regarding Hugh Sung's excessive use of Fader. I think it's not appropriate for the purpose of the show. See if Seal agrees. The purpose of the show, he clearly doesn't fit the bill. Right, social media is just an additional element. We're looking for someone with brilliant raw talent and the potential to become a star. Fader popularity could be considered the quality of a star too, right? Seal pause at Duyun's remark. Talent is what makes a star. Fader stuff is for those who can't compete on their talent alone. Contestants who are only interested in personal gain and never had any respect for them. Fair. Fader Star, nickname for Fader Savvy Hyusung. At first it was an adorable nickname, but after the history of his school violence was known, it became a humiliating nickname. I get a keyword as a result of having a conversation. That's cool. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Talk to you about it. Fader Star. But Fader, I don't think I can do it as well as Hyusung. Hyusung has been securing a certain number of votes with Fader. He was even saved from getting eliminated. You're like the opposite of Hyusung. There's no right or wrong way to win, right? Hyusung has been focusing on his own method in order to move up in the ladder. You're not wrong. Most of the judges gave low or mediocre scores for Hyusung's performances. Ever since the finals began, he's been securing a certain number of votes through Fader. He lost those votes as the past of his school violence was revealed. He was stagnant in last place. I'm sure he was growing restless. Same method for a different situation. Whether that would succeed or not would be crucial to Hyusung. That dude's doing whatever he can to win, even though you guys are in a crisis situation. Yeah, let me do whatever I can to win. Criminal. I'm not surprised considering Hyusung's personality. Petty crimes don't suit him. He's a felony case type. Fair. You really don't like Hyusung. There are a number of rumors. Do you think they're all true? Most definitely. His classmates vouch for it, right? He was anonymous. We can't be certain of that. He got expelled from the school. What else do you need? Video footage? We should have gotten rid of him during the preliminaries. What was Seung Yoon thinking? Wait, Hyusung hasn't even admitted to. Didn't you see how he treated me? Pushed me around like I'm his button man? It's true, Hyusung has acted that way, although the staff didn't work for the contestants. What he does here doesn't necessarily reflect his past behavior, for sure. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. His actions speak for the rumors. How do you think the victims felt when they saw Hyusung on TV? He's a disgrace to the audition. We should have gotten rid of him a long time ago. You know what? I might agree with you, Seal. I might agree with you. This guy's kind of an asshole and is trying to gain popularity in a crisis. Go fuck himself, honestly. No, like you, Hyusung. What about Snob? It's all a misunderstanding. Ina's so kind and diligent. Are you the stalker? You might be. One can be portrayed differently depending on how the footage was edited. Sung Yeon was known for ill-intentioned editing. Ina's fancy looks didn't help either. I don't think Ina wants to go along with her character. That's why she's a pro. I'm nervous. How long will I be able to maintain the character created based on the misunderstanding? You must endure it, just like Ina's doing. Even if you're not a charming person, you can appeal to some people based on your attention-grabbing twisted ego. It's better to have individuality than not, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. You all need to play your parts. Except for a natural bully like Hyusung. You already know about this, right? Sung Yeon made you out to be a betrayer. Once you're given the role, you have to play the part. Doesn't matter who you really are. Man, they treat these people like products. That's crazy. That's not like real life at all. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, it totally is. So, Stalker. Similar things happened in previous seasons. What happened? Nothing that serious happened. They just disappeared. They stalk when the contestant is on fire, but disappear when that fire dies out. Ina's having a hard time, but I think she's pondering on whether to report him or not. What do you think she should do? Staff said they would only investigate if Ina requested it. He's having a tough time, but didn't request an investigation. Damn. The two were lost in thought for a moment. I guess it's like a shadow. Ina's a glowing person. When things glow, they create shadows. Ugh. Glow or not, she's still a person. A wanted interest is like violence. Damn. You sound like you've never been on the stage before. Once you're on the show, you can't be picky about people's interests. Yeah, because people will stalk you and do as much dickish things as possible. I've had to deal with that when I played Splatoon. People trying to be as dickish as possible. Absolutely 100% dickish. Anyway, star producer. To be frank, she's an evil person. Seems like it. Look at that face, dude. Look at that face. That looks evil for sure. You seen how she treats me, right? Of course, I thought she was being too harsh. And some stupid contestants have joined in. Hyusung? Seal leered at Hyusung on the other side. Well, that kind of contestant cannot survive anyway. Humiliation. Seal had often been insulted by the producer and some of the contestants both privately and publicly. That's why he hates Hyusung. Still, I could learn a thing or two from her. Work or her personality? Of course it's work. I have a weak will. I'm trying to be stronger, but I've still got a long way to go. Will, huh? Sung-yeon is the opposite, right? It's just that she's too extreme. Sung-yeon was especially harsh on Seal, so Do-yoon was surprised when Seal said he could learn a thing or two from her. You have to envision a tiger in order to at least draw a cat. I've already set my foot in this business. I'm going all the way. All the way? What do you mean? That's a secret for now. Okay, well, you gave me some rapport, so, you know, I'm fine with that. Back to number 1. Thanks for the rapport, buddy, even though you're really kind of killing me in the mental department. But you found him earlier in the show, and it was a big success. Yoo-hyuk looked hurt, but his character was on fire. He aced the preliminaries and never missed first place after advancing to the final. He clearly took advantage of his background, right? He didn't want it to be known, though. Yeah, before it was known, he was just another contestant. Seal briefly pondered, but shook his head. I hate it when he says he didn't want to be known. Why is that? A silver spoon acting like a normal person? It's very annoying, to be honest. Some contestants get up on stage without any leverage behind the scenes and end up getting eliminated. You think Yoo-hyuk wanted to hide it forever? Maybe he wanted to be exposed someday. Nobody knows but him. Man, he, like... This guy very much hates... Oh, that's the autosave. Yeah, this guy, like, extremely hates some of the contestants. Like, he loves Ina, hates Yoo-sung and Yoo-hyuk. Kind of seems, like, alright with us, but, like, not really. But, like... And then I don't know about Jin-yeon. That's how Sung-yeon's been treating the contestants all along. I'm sure she was planning on glorifying them at the end. Glorifying? The viewers tend to get bored if you focus on one side only. It's like planting the seed for a slight twist. Surprisingly, there's another aspect to this. There's a reason for this and so on. Everyone's unhappy at first, but in the end, they all contact Sung-yeon first. Contestants prefer to be on TV no matter how they are portrayed, because it's better than not being on TV at all. I could bet my money on it. I'm sure she had been drawing a big picture for him even before the final. Or who? Before the final. I mean, obviously I'm the betrayer, so I mean, whatever. Panic attacks. I heard the therapy was finished, but I'm still worried. Who knows when it's going to get worse, considering the current situation. Loses her mind and starts killing everybody? You think there's a way to help? Well, I don't know much about panic attacks. Still, there must be something we can do, and if you didn't care about her before, just let her be. Only those who've cared have the right to get involved. I'm sure she knows what's best for her. Yoon, you should just worry about yourself first. Why are you being a dick to me? It looks like I legitimately care about her. Can't a guy just legitimately care about a girl? Like, not in like a relationship sort of way, but like a platonic way. Like, come on. Run, Ji-young, run. It was a dark chapter in her life, a cute girl group. It didn't suit her. Ji-young should sing something slow and soothing. Maybe the agency had a different plan for her. It wasn't even the trend back then. Oh, you're right. Debut concept is determined by the agency. Investors want their singer to perform in the way they want. They could always try a different concept if the previous one doesn't work. You think she got tired of it? Still, she made her debut, which means she performed on the stage as a professional singer. What about the fans, group members, and the agency? She deserted them by abruptly leaving the group. No official step forward to support her. I guess everyone disapproved of the incident. Jesus, dude. Seal is just depressing the fuck out of us today. Or I guess in this... What time is it right now? It's 25? 11:40. So it's almost been an hour under here. Alright, what about Fader Star? Just another name for Yoo-sung, the great. As the saying goes, live by Fader, die by Fader. We should gotten rid of him when we found dirt on him. Don't you think Sung-yeon would have exposed it if she knew about the dirt? You really think so? Seal tilted his head. You're kind of slow. I guess that's how you made it this far. Didn't you ever sense that Sung-yeon was covering for Yoo-sung? Regarding Sung-yeon's protection of Yoo-sung, I mean, I felt it too. That seems like the obvious answer, right? Obvious answer. Well, I can't say I never sensed it, but... You get to see more aspects of this if you watch it from behind the stage. Finals in the top 10, I thought he was just unstoppable. But then, who would have thought he'd be exposed on Fader, which he loves so much? Now he's facing such strong headwinds, so I guess justice has been served. But Sung-yeon hasn't covered up for him ever since that incident. There's only so much you could do to cover for him. He wasn't show material anyway. He was making a vain effort to turn the ranking upside down again, but he was destined to go home. Let's see if he's still a Fader star after he goes home. Damn. Exposure! Yusung's history of school violence broke out on Fader. His reputation faltered severely on Fader, which was the platform of his fan base. Damn. Straight up, like, kick to the ground. Jesus. Alright, time to deal with you. So you actually talk about, like, these are just random other things? I didn't mean to click that. I don't care what they call me. Why? Do you want to learn a thing or two from the star? That's not what I was. Then what is it? The thing is, you need to be really diligent. If you can't keep up with the pace, set auto write properly at least. You practically neglected your Fader account. Are you worried about me? Seems like it. This voice hurts my throat, but whatever. Worried about you? Are you kidding me? It's just that you're so frustrating. Yusung looked at Do-yoon, who was feeling embarrassed, and spoke again. Worried about you? Oh man, you don't get it, do you? I know why you want to avoid Fader, but criticism is also a form of love. It doesn't matter what you do. The winner wears the crown, and the loser wears the shackle. Hey, Rapport event, let's go. What's all this mess? I've been through a lot, but this is mind-blowing. Yusung scratched his neck. I was about to be eliminated, but I guess it's not the time yet. What does that mean? You still care about the interim result? Beggars can't be choosers, you know. Yusung stuck out his tongue and looked at his watch. Thought I could pull up my ranks somehow using Fader. But Fader posts aren't always in your favor. As the saying goes, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Yusung tapped at the watch with his finger. I was initially leading the show as the main protagonist, but now I'm like an antagonist. Opinions on Fader constantly change. That's what life is, never the same. I need a game-changing opportunity again. Are you going to take control back? I've never lost it. I'm not giving up on anything. Yusung squinted and stared at the dark ruin. When he takes it all anyway. Putting on frills would just get me left behind. Fair. Take care of your safety first. We need to get out of here alive. Back to that again? You seem to forget why we are here. Do I need to remind you again that we're all survival audition competitors? It's a Monopoly game here. Winner takes all. Am I the only one that's anxious because I'm in last place? I'm giving you advice. Stop being so timid. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the advice. Monopoly. Yusung says that it's winner takes all. He viewed social media as the source of his power, but now looks disturbed after a school violence scandal has spread. Well, that worked out pretty well. Alright, now ongoing voting. How was it? It was like the skill of a god I whipped out from the popularity vote. I like this voice, honestly. This voice for him I got. Pretty good. Everyone was surprised. I have to try everything. Why are you guys acting like cowards? The votes can be cancelled, and I'll sue the audition. It's in the contract that we can't take legal action for whatever happens on the show. That's what I mean. The voting is still on right now, which means we're in the middle of the show. If they deny it, that means it didn't happen during the show, then I can sue them. His words are bold, but his eyes continue to quiver. Don't overdo it. For now, the priority is our safety. Dune, I know it is the priority, but if I come out of here in last place, I might as well be dead. I've learned to see myself from others' point of view. I'm not as talented as others, and I've run into some controversy. But it takes more than talent and a strong performance to win the popularity vote. Yusung recognizes that he has less talent than other contestants, but he argues that something more than talent is needed to win the audition show. I still got something up my sleeve, going all the way with this. If this doesn't work, I have another way. The last resort. The last resort? The last resort? Yeah, that's what I have. Forget about that. You need to pull yourself together as well. What did the judges say? Excellent observation skills and quick responses? You got the info. Now get to the point and do it. You must fulfill their expectations. Ability. He was recognized for his quick wit during the preliminaries. Many people agreed that he was very good at identifying and solving missions based on the given information. What the fuck is the missions? Yusung raised his head and stared at Do-yoon. I'm doing it my way. If it works out, you'll see me for a long time. So I'm going hard this time. What if this is a mission? It's like, hey, survive this death trap! Hooray! Crazy! I thought this was like a singing performance sort of thing, but it's like missions. Seems like they had to do crazy stuff. I don't know. Fader, why are you going to do it too? Why are you going to do it too? Do you even know how to post on Fader? I only used it in the beginning, but barely touched it ever since. The public sentiment is so negative on Fader. You made it to the finals by abandoning your buddies. Were you expected a red carpet or something for you? You should have added more friends to the list and written more posts. What's the purpose of creating the account if you're not going to use it? Social media. Public opinion on Fader turned on him when he betrayed his band before the finals. He doesn't add any new friends anymore, and his account is mostly inactive. You want me to give you a useful tip? Listen, you need a strategy when using Fader. I thought you were writing it as it comes. Dude, you're so ignorant. That applies to regular people. We're celebrities in our own way, right? What you need is the provocation if you want to attract tens of thousands of people, including the newbies. Remember what I said, the provocation. Fire up the controversy. As to his suggestion that you should use Fader more aggressively. Do you think I can? Can I do it? I barely used it. Hey, practice makes perfect. Nobody's born with a smartphone in their hand. Whatever, just listen to me. Be casual, that's a good starting point. The character given to you by the show has great potential. Honest thoughts, contemplating on life, those are stories best kept books. It's something we as celebrities must endure. Yusung said that celebrities should use social media differently than ordinary people. He thinks of it like a deal. The fans get what they want and the celebs become more popular. If we do this right, we can both find some success. So trust me and try focusing on Fader. We got nothing to lose anyway. Posting. The actor make a post on Fader. Each contestant uses their own official account. They each have their own style and post frequently. I think that Dean's actually like really calm, so I think I'm using it correctly for him. Hopefully I am. If not, well, that sucks. Criminal, buddy. You were a criminal once. What happened? What about it? What do you want to know? Are you asking if I really did it? Your son looked away. Didn't you read it on Fader? Didn't you see the article posted by the victim? I saw it. So what else do you want to know? He's right. I was there. Don't look at me that way like that. What do you want me to say? I told you I was there. Criminal records. Hyosung was expelled from high school for assaulting a classmate. When confronted about his past, he was reluctant to share any details. That's not the answer. I didn't ask you if you were there or not. I have nothing more to say. Well, he might be a criminal, but, like, at least he owns up to it. Hey, he's happy with us. Let's go. Stop. This is why Ina's so funny. She came to the show and followed instructions so that she can get popular in a story, right? Being called names was such a big deal, I would have killed myself over a dozen times. It's because that's not what she really is. It is her. What is real or what is fake? I don't like that kind of self-preservation. I don't care what other people call me as long as they accept me for it. If it's possible, I want more people to accept me. He just wants to feel accepted. Okay, Hyosung. I get you. You just want to be accepted for you are, and I understand that. I have blue, purple, and pink hair right now, soon to be a different color. And, like, half of society doesn't accept me for having my colored hair, right? Like, half of society is like, fuck it, you piece of shit, like, screw you. And Hyosung just wants to be accepted, and then hates the fact that his past is being brought up, because, like, it's held over him constantly, even though he's trying to do something else. It's similar with Gyuhook, right? Gyuhook wants to separate from his family's shadow, and it's still just being held over them. Damn, it's tough. Definitely tough. I just proved myself instead of trying to figure out what's real or not. We all have different minds, so if she really wants to advertise herself, she should put herself out there. What'd she do when all of her past are being exposed, huh? Staff must have done background checks on Ina too. I guess they left her alone because nothing came up. She should thank this show for giving her the character. You signed the contract and went along with the show, so why is she crying about it now? I think something good happened. I stopped paying attention. I was like, I don't know if Rapport went up or anything. I think it did. But whatever. What a loony, huh? Why Ina? He's got no taste. You don't like Ina, do you? That's not the issue. It's a crime. Ina's having a hard time. There you go again. It's better than when she was nameless, right? It's proof that she's gaining popularity. Hey, it's not that simple. Dude, I have some fans too. Fans are obsessed with everything I do or say. They even threaten to kill me. They have no filtering system in their heads. More Rapport, perfect. But I think it's all love. That's what I don't like about Ina. She acts all cool in front of people, but in reality, she's so sensitive. The cool character was fabricated by the show. Do you need any potatoes to make french fries? You can't prepare the food without the ingredients. But she's still in the third place. I'm so jealous of her. Yeah, jealousy could fuck you up, dude. Jealousy could fuck you up. Hyosung glared at Ina. If she's so afraid and offended, she should just quit. Man, dude, you're depressing the fuck out of me, but come on, you're giving me so much more rapport. Give me more rapport. Excuse me. Sungyeon. Do you like Sungyeon? We still haven't heard from her. Hyosung dropped his shoulders. Are you worried about her a lot? How about you? People are so cruel. Talk about how she'll find a way to survive somehow. I wonder how ethical they've been in their life. Damn. You made it this far all because of Sungyeon, right? Don't worry, all staff members seem to have escaped. We'll hear about Sungyeon soon. More rapport! Let's go! Hyosung stared in the dark wreckage without answering. Right, we have to. Dude, I know I'm saying that Hyosung is like depressing the fuck out of Hunya right now, but at the same time, we're getting so much rapport, I don't give a shit. Silver spoon. I wonder who brought up Yu-Hyuk's family in the first place. Did you know from the beginning? Nope, not at all. Or sorry, do you? It's not the type to show it. More rapport, let's go! Right. He's so cheek. But you know what? He must be torn up inside. I don't know, I haven't checked. Dude, it's so obvious. Yu-Hyuk's the only son of Byung-hee Lee. Great singer. Of course he wouldn't show off in front of peasants. I didn't know you were on bad terms with Yu-Hyuk. That's a weird thing to say. Does that even matter? We're all competing against one another and Yu-Hyuk is squashing us. We're nobody. If he puts up his family, we're done for. Once again, depressing the fuck out of us. Most rapport ever. We are like best friends with this dude now. By the way, I'm the betrayer. Nice to meet you. Wow, he's still talking about that? How can you be so soft with a mean-ass face like that? More rapport, less mental. Dude, survive and win. That's the end of the story, right? That's all that matters. Nobody will listen to a loser. Misunderstanding? It's just a frame. Hyosung. Take control of the frame. Get yourself out of the frame of the betrayer. Be a winner, not a betrayer. How clear is that? Literally, most rapport ever. Least meant, like, talking to this dude apparently makes you want to just like go stabby stabby. But he loves us, so it's fine. Let's talk about panic attacks, buddy. What's your take on him? How's Ju Young? It's hard at times, but we'll be okay. Yeah, that's not what I asked. You think we can continue with the audition? Is that all you care about, dude? What does that even mean? I won't be in last place anymore, no matter what it takes. If I can't go up, I'll drag others down. Is Ju Young supposed to be one of those others? I get back to my senses after seeing how things are going in the vote. This is a competition. We're not collaborating here. The weak fall. If I see an opportunity for points, I'll take them. Do you think this is the right time? So once again, guys, once again, do you even know what's happening here? Do you? Now's the time. Right now. Hyosung brought his fist to his lips and mumbled something. I'll manage something. This is the funniest thing ever. The fact that we are literally becoming great friends with him just as he's shitting on us constantly. Run, Jung, run. Did you see the footage of Jung's stage performance from the past? The one from the internet? There were memes everywhere. She was a laughing stock. Hyosung bit his lip and fell silent. This is how I see it. People made fun of her because she wasn't popular enough. If the group had been popular, the response would have been totally different. People made fun of her for running away. More depressing. If you get into show business, you must achieve popularity at any cost. It sounded like he was talking to himself. That's such an instructive incident. Didn't give rapport. Aw, you fucked us, dude. Alright, fine. I won't talk to you about Run Jung Run. Alright, let's talk to Ina. Let's talk about the voting. How can they continue with the vote? WBS must be crazy. With the collapse and all, this isn't right. They could be sued for this. Look at the madness in Hyosung's eyes. What a mess. It's supposed to be a show where contestants compete on the stage and accept the result afterwards. This will mess up the rules. Well, that didn't do anything, so fader. You don't use fader much, do you? Do I have to write posts just because they gave me an official account? Okay, auto-write works fine anyway. Hyosung's still posting this mess. I barely used it, so if I start writing now, suit yourself. It would be weird if you start posting comments all of a sudden. Do you want me to post or not? Just do what you want. Rapport. Let's go. Show me the spirit of a rock star. What does Fader have to do with spirit? I don't want to argue. Fair. But I don't want to be aggressive. I want to be the nice boy. By the way, did you know he's a criminal? Hyosung and I are like the most unlikable people in the world. Tell me about it. Still, for him to hit other people? Not even once or twice, but continually? Is he even capable of it? Is he a good fighter? Is he rich? He's neither, and he's weak, so how? And the evidence appeared that showed he had been expelled from school. People believe it because Hyosung kept silent about it. Well, he hates burning his fingers. Maybe the reason he's keeping his mouth shut is... Maybe he's trying to slip through it, thinking it's an unfavorable factor. But he's too quiet. It's so unlike him. Even if I ask him, he won't say a word. Yeah, dude doesn't like to talk that much, honestly. He'll talk about popularity, but other than that, that's it. Oh wait, you were a snob. Snob. Who's the snob on Fader? It's the right word. Who cares if it's right or not? It's just a comment on Fader. Ina let out a deep sigh. That's the role I was given in the show. Then they should have created the related scenes. Does that make everything okay? What's wrong with that? If you blindly follow the role granted by the show, I think people will criticize you, right? Or you're getting criticized by strangers. There's a source that's created to fit the script. What's wrong with that? Oh, I chose wrong. Are you portrayed as who you are in the show? What about Hyosung, Yuhak, or Juyung? Are they being portrayed as who they are? Do people read our minds and send compliments? No. Alright. If I just go along, I get to appear on TV at least. That's what I've agreed on, and I made it to the finals somehow. That will edit out anything that doesn't fit the script anyway. It's great. Most of the time the show was unscripted, but the general outline of the characteristics for each contestant had already been built up for the show. So they just built it based on, you know, what happened, I guess. I guess they just built it on as to what happened with each contestant. And then, like, if a contestant got enough votes, then, you know, that is what it is. Search a real personality. They distort your true personality in the show, as if you're a completely different person. Are you still okay with that? What if I'm not? If I would go, I'm not this kind of person. Would people just believe me? If I go, Do-yoon is not a betrayer. Will people believe me? Good point. I'm sorry, I was just trying to come up with an example. All scenes that don't agree with the script get edited out. We should continue to take the bull by the horns. Breakthrough. Her selfish and arrogant behaviors are often criticized, but she's trying to face the criticism head on. Well, they got me a profile. You think it's better to get more screen time? So we got script, but that also gave us a profile for picking the other one. Shoot, I'm gonna have to probably check both options then, regardless. We'll see how that goes. Oops. I chose number 2 and not number 1. Whatever. Stalker! It's been so chaotic that I forgot about it. Is it still happening? Yeah, and it's happening more often. The photo of Ina taken outside the stage was being circulated online. Soon a letter to the production crew arrived from the person claiming to have taken the photo. I didn't actually see it, but they are still receiving it. He would say that he loves me, but then suddenly get angry and threaten to kill me. He begs me to tell him about my past, but says I must have been promiscuous when I tried to hide it. Astaba doesn't care about anyone but herself. You know, let's call the police. I thought we need to get out of here first. Yeah, we'll call the police as soon as we get out of here. Ina didn't report to the police because... Is there anything else you're worried about? Something bother you? Why, is that how you feel about me? I feel like you're reluctant to call the police. Actually, I've already called the police. Oh, really? And then? They called the staff to find out what happened. That's the end of it. What can I do? Everyone's telling me to suck it up because I'm a celebrity. Then how can I raise hell even though I was nervous and angry? Anxiety. She feels great anger and anxiety at the thought of someone stalking her. The staff told her that a celebrity has to put up with the side effects of stardom. That's rude. No one really has to put up with that. I could just tear up the contract and tell the world about it. I can complain all I want about getting ripped off, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who signed the contract and need to accept it. The show only talked about Ina's present. In other words, she was portrayed as a character that appeared out of nowhere. It was different from previous methods where they focus on contestants' past and stories. Why can't they be satisfied with who I am right now? Why are they so curious about my past? Audition contract. According to this contract, contestants shouldn't object to background checks and edits. They all signed it without enough explanation. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. Alright, star producer. I heard most of the staff members made it out, so how come there's no news about the main producer? We would have known already if her safety had been confirmed. Exactly, everyone knows her face, so it shouldn't have taken this long. Are you worried about Sung Yoon? Yeah, she has to be okay. I don't really like her, but I don't want anything bad to happen to her either. Despite all the incidents, she's the main producer of the show. She should be able to control and sort out this mess. You know, look toward the other side of the darkness. Hey, finally we got some HP back. Jesus Christ. Yeah, seeing her in one piece will make me feel... Sorry, that's Dooyoon. Dooyoon, you have a feminine voice. What's going on? Sorry, balls just dropped. Anyway. Yeah, seeing her in one piece would make me feel relieved. More rapport. Right? I've never been so worried about Sungyeon. This is not right, seriously. I think Ina is suspecting that something more dastardly happened to Sungyeon. I get the feeling too, based on how much it's being brought up. You think it was necessary for Kyun Hyuk to join the show? He could have made a debut with his father's support. I guess he wanted to prove himself without his background. Isn't that what he told us before? I thought it was an exaggerated line written by B-stars. He's been having a difficult time ever since his father, Byung-hee Lee, was mentioned on the show. Difficult? A father with a legacy to pass down? How great is that? I so envy him. The money, the silver spoon. Ooh. Why are you glaring at me like that? I wasn't criticizing him or anything. I like how Kyun Hyuk never acts like one of them spoiled brats, though. If I were him, I would have let the whole world know. It's not something I should be ashamed of, right? I should rather be proud. Man, sometimes some of these things just, yeah. Excuse me. Alright, don't talk about the silver spoon, but I'm a betrayer. Did you know that? It's crazy, I know. Does it keep bothering you? It's understandable. No, it's just... Just what? You look like you're about to cry. I'm not sure if I'm in a position to say this, but you may feel that you've been wrong, but what's important is the present, right? The past is behind us and you're here. That's why they call you a betrayer. It's like you gave up on your reputation for advancing to the finals, am I not right? Yep. If you want something, you must give up something. You can't have it all. Well, it's still hard to follow, even if I knew. I don't know if B-Stars played a trick or not, since you're not telling me. We try to see the present at least among ourselves, right? If I start making mistakes like you, I'd probably explode out of frustration. What happened to you? You never tell me either. You never ask a girl about her past. Forget what happened in the past and just focus on what's at hand. Is that advice coming from your experience? Just putting in my 2 cents. Oh, so I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, that's fine. Philosophy. Winning some means discarding others. No pain, no gain. Even if she knows it, it's hard to put it into action. Square up if you understood. Will you? Sounds good. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to take that rapport down. Hurts! It hurts! But that's okay. That's fine. Panic attacks. I wonder what it feels like to have a panic attack. Also, I know you guys can't, like, see, like, the full of his face, but it's just, like, a reaction shot. It's nothing crazy. I've read about them in an article. Me too. It says that you feel like fainting. I guess that's why she almost fainted back then. They lashed out at her until she had a seizure. The staff did it on purpose. I thought they went nuts. They were using her as the bait. Bait. She doesn't need any of that. She can shine without any of the complicated past. I thought they asked us to write about our health issues so they could be more careful about them. We didn't give them that info so they could take advantage of it. Jinyoung will be alright. She has me. She has us. Aw, Ina cares. Dude, we got 1, 2, and then us 3 caring people. Hyu-sung, who's an asshole, and Seal just hates Hyu-sung and kind of Gyu Hyuk-lee, but loves Ina. Weird. Whatever. Run, Jinyoung, run. I hate when people talk about Jinyoung leaving the group. She's having such a difficult time. She seemed determined, but to experience it is a whole different story. When she was in the group, everyone knew that she was the most enthusiastic member. Fans supported her for diligence. Jinyoung nodded, glancing at Jinyoung. The group gradually gained popularity. People said they'd hit it big soon. That's when she left. I wonder why. She disappeared and just sent a resignation letter. If something came up when the show did a background check, they would have revealed it already. Maybe she was exhausted. Sometimes even the most enthusiastic people burn out. Fair. Fair. That is absolutely 100% true. Ina squinted at Ju Young. It must have been hard for her to pluck out the courage to stand before the audience again. Wow. That is absolutely 100% true. You can have the most enthusiasm to do something, but you can get exhausted from it still, and it sucks. Anyway. Fader Star! I'm an avid Fader user too, but I'm no match for the Fader Star. If the audition winner was determined by the number of Fader shares, he would have made it to the Hall of Fame already. I never imagined he would do such a thing at a time like this. Fair. Jiyoung fiddled with her watch. It was let them know that the survivors are... Sorry, I wrong... excuse me. It was let them know that the survivors are safe, but it didn't end well. You're right about that. The vote is still on, and Hyosung went ahead with it. We don't know how things will turn out. Hope nothing happens. It's too late now. Look around you. She's right. Everyone's now thinking that they need to take advantage of that to get as many votes as possible. Seal's the only one who's safe from this. Seal is literally the only one who is safe from this. By the way, Jiyoung, let's talk to you now. Go ahead voting. Why is the vote still on? It might mess up the interim results. They need to stop it now so as to maintain the current. Jiyoung stopped in the middle of the sentence. Maybe she was conscious of Do-yoon, who was second to last. I'm fine. It makes no sense to continue with the vote at a time like this. The stage collapsed, the show has surely been stopped. I'm sure they'll somehow exclude the votes that have been coming in since the collapse. Hopefully. I know, how are they supposed to vote when there's nothing to see? This isn't right, it's unfair. But I'm not sure if they'll return the vote to its original state. Probably not. Probably they'll use this to try to get people to kill each other or something, I don't know. I get the feeling that somehow this game is going to turn into kill everybody at some point. What is Hyosung thinking? Maybe he was motivated by how the popularity vote was going. Still. Jin stopped looking at her watch and let out a sigh. Don't you feel funny when you see the auto-write bot thingy? One of the accounts posted a comment asking for support, but we're here. After all, we're posting comments just like Hyosung. But auto-write is different from writing it yourself, right? As to whether auto-write is different from... I would say they're different, honestly. Nah, I hear about it. It's certainly different. Anyone can tell Hyosung is uploading it himself. And that's why the number of votes fluctuated. You can see Jiyoung's somber eyes behind her long hair. It's just me, different or not. Besides, I barely use Fader. That's what I mean. You were involved in it, and you were like an observer. That's why I wanted to know your take on this. Everyone should decide for themselves how to respond. Auto-write, a Fader function that posts preset comments at certain times, and B-Star is a so-called bot that's used to encourage fans to vote. Cool. Yeah, no, he's, like, Hyosung is using it smart. Anyway, did you know he's a criminal? Do you really think Hyosung did such a thing? Well, I don't know him that well. It's not like I'm good terms with him. Still, he doesn't appear to be the type to use violence. Fair. I feel the same, but there's proof. The show didn't make any official comment, right? Hyosung's trying to push through it without giving an explanation. I thought that would work at first. Yeah, the exposure itself seemed to fizzle out. But the tide turned when there was proof that showed he had really been expelled from school and that he had a criminal record. I heard that kind of past was quite unprecedented in B-Stars. Yeah, he's still in the show. Jiyoung fiddled with her long hair. But he asked the fans to vote for him on Fader. How will they respond? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Should we just sit by and watch? That did nothing. Alright, cool. Snob. Ian's character has been intact ever since the preliminaries. It was the combination of the script, directing, and acting. By the way, sorry, complete side note, I love Jiyoung's outfit. I think it's amazing. Sorry, I just have to say that. And, I mean, I love all the outfits, but I think hers is just awesome. Anyway, script and directing had a clear intention, so she had to go along with it. In order to make herself more visible, Ina had to have a distinguished character. She caught on fast. She also had skills to back it up. I heard that she went all in on the character because her past was kept behind closed doors. Guess she had a normal life, right? I'm not sure about that. She was in a dance group before joining the audition. Other than that, she mentioned nothing about her past. That's how she stood out from the other contestants. As someone who doesn't rely on nostalgia, She falls into a different category. The show decided to make it an item. Jung stared at Ina in the distance. It's like Ina appeared out of nowhere. I kind of envy her for that. Alright, well that's 2, so we're gonna save. So 2, I mean, they didn't change anything. Stalker! Ina is having a difficult time. There was that photo taken of her outside the show. It's not like we're hiding anything fancy. Ina is pretty protective about her privacy. The show didn't seem to care much either. Maybe it was the reaction to it. Ina seems afraid, but she won't budge. I wonder if she told the staff, rather than keeping it all bottled up. Sung-yeon might not have accommodated it. She would argue that it was something Ina should bear. But there was more to the story. Jung bit her lower lip. I just wish she would disappear. And she really cares about Ina. Alright. Speaking of Sung-yeon, we still haven't heard the news about Sung-yeon. Think she's alright? No idea! Probably dead. I heard the staff made it out safely. I'm sure she escaped too. Yeah, she'll do whatever it takes to survive. That's what she's been doing so far, right? Jung-yeon stared at the dark stage and nodded. No, I really hope she's alright. I want her to resolve this crisis with that usual look on her face. That's what she'll probably do. No, she has to. We should be able to hear about her if she can keep checking Fader. There we go. Got some rapport. Yeah, we heard the news that she's safe. Yeah, we need to hear the news that she's safe, but I get the feeling that she's probably, I don't know, dead. Probably. I don't know how, but probably dead. Silver spoon! Do you like spoons? I saw a photo of Byung-hee Lee when he was young. Yoo-huk looks just like him. I wonder what it feels like to have a great artist as your father. I've never been in his shoes, but it doesn't seem all that glamorous. He kept airing the footage, whether it embarrassed Yoon-hook or not. Did he look embarrassed to you? Joo-young looked towards Yoo-hyuk. At times, he looked a bit happy. But you're right, he seems embarrassed when they played the footage dozens of times. Must be confusing. He had already passed away. There had been many attempts at digging up stories about his life. But frankly, does it hurt to talk about his life? Some were provocative, but most of the stories treated him with respect, like how they treated us. I guess it's up to Yoo-hyuk whether to take advantage of it or not. Fair. Joo-young paused to think while rubbing her chin. I agree, but if it were me, I would have taken full advantage of it. We don't have any of that. That's fair. I mean, you guys are kind of screwed going up against a guy who his father is just the biggest name around. By the way, did you know Betrayer? Never betray you. Does it still bother you? You're not the only one that's been framed by Sung-yeon. You'll have your chance after we survive this to remove the misunderstanding. Yeah, hopefully we can. Jung stared at Do-yoon for a moment. He wasn't saying a word. What's your memory of your band like? Is it good or bad? My memory of the band. I don't remember it fondly. Probably. I'd say it's a bad memory. Maybe I deserve to be criticized. I was a founding member, but now I'm alone. How long did you stay with the band? It was around 4 to 5 years. You're pretty important. I know you wrote lots of songs. I wrote the songs because no one else could. Corey is the band's frontman and wrote many other songs. He also had quite the fan base outside of Masquerade's fans. More rapport. Wasn't that bad. Why are you trying to be so modest? I know you had a decent fan base. Me too. I started out as a trainee and stayed in the group for 5 years until it was disbanded. Young replied. I was in a similar situation, but sometimes I remember more good memories, because we've been through thick and thin. I hope we make it out of here in one piece so we both can face them again. Aww. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you for sharing your story. Yeah, let's hang in there. Masquerade. Do-yoon had played bass guitar in a quintet indie band with a small fan base. He joined the audition, but was the only member to get past the preliminaries. I wonder what happened with the other members, though. Because, like, I know one of the members is kind of an asshole over on Fader, but at the same time, like... Why? Alright, we're gonna do Fader Star, because probably it's not the one with information. He started using Fader as soon as he saw the popularity vote on his watch. He's been an avid Fader user. I never expected he would do that at a time like this. Ji-young stared at the carnage in the audience area. Maybe we shouldn't just sit by and watch. To be honest, you surprised me too. What? Are you worried? Yoo-sung is right behind you. The fluctuating number of votes doesn't bother you? We don't have swing voters like Yoo-huk and Ina. If we lose momentum, it's over for us. Ji-young, are you... Other cars ride the shoulder in heavy traffic. I'll follow those cars and get out of the traffic. Oh, she legitimately cares about us. She legitimately cares about us. That's adorable. Love it. Panic attacks. I'm fine so far. Although it seems to creep up sometimes. We still need time until the rescue team arrives. I know, I need to suppress it. I should have taken some medication. You skip it before getting on stage, it's a jinx. It's like catching a cold. I thought I figured out a way to work with it, but under these circumstances... Panic attacks. Ji-young suffers from panic attacks. She takes medicine regularly, except when she's about to perform. Fair. Ji-young nodded with a worried look on her face, and Ji-yoon spoke to her again. It's difficult for everyone. We'll get out of here safely. Let's cheer up. Yeah, more rapport! And more HP. Yeah, thank you. Ji-young said that therapy had helped her ease her symptoms, but this kind of situation was unexpected. I'll try, so you won't worry about me. Alright, last one, and that's the one that's going to give us the thing to progress the story. We might actually end off after this, because I think this might be the end of the first chapter, if there is chapters. Seemed like it based on the top bar, so. Are you talking about beloved? We were supposed to be loved, as the name suggested. But as a group, we were rather bereaved than beloved. Ji-young gave it a natural smile under the dim light. I handed it. I left the group and disappeared on them. Everyone knows it. But the Ji-young that I know isn't. What other people know about me? Only know that much about me. Ji-young Min, leader of the group Beloved, left right before their album was set to be released. She disappeared and only sent a resignation letter, leading to the team and agency's downfall. What they say makes sense now, huh? Ji-young disappearing abruptly? I'll believe it if you want me to. I think that's the best answer. I'll believe it if that's what you want, but I also believe that you had your own reasons. Yeah, that's good enough. Just like you must have had your own reasons. Just think of me that way. Reason. Ji-young tried to recall the memory from the past. Masquerade, a band created by 4 high school friends. After recruiting an ambitious vocalist, the 5 members carried on, brimming over with passion. But... Origin. He and 3 high school friends started a band. At first they were mostly instrumental, but later recruited a vocalist. Do you regret having been a Beloved member? It's hard to explain. You don't mind the show portraying you that way? Her leaving the group had been highlighted several times during the show. We've been through thick and thin. Leader. Ji-young was the leader of the best performer of the girl group Beloved, but she was harshly criticized for leaving the team without first discussing it with the group. She has bittersweet feelings about those days. Fair. They're all precious memories, and I didn't like it when they were distorted in the show. Beloved, a girl group led by Ji-young. They made their debut years ago, but never gained much popularity. As soon as she left the group and its agency went under. Literally just sunk them after leaving. Damn, okay. Well, time to move on. So let's see what happens, and let's see what we need to do. Time to move on. Why is it? Oh, that's just that. I was like, why is it saying 1 anyway? Okay, let's go. 17 keywords, 15 profiles. My sanity worsened, but that's okay. I don't really care. But the rapport improved, and that's all I care about. I only care about rapport. Yu-sung grins cynically as he raised his head. You know, you wrote a post too. What? You mocked me when I did it, but now look at you. I didn't. What are you talking about? No, you didn't? Putting on that innocent face is not going to work on me. See, I wasn't the only one using Bader. Ina opened her mouth. Don't tell me. You moron. It was posted by Auto-Write. Damn it, how come the time's set up all differently? Yu-sung had been obsessed with Fader and accusing others. If this continues, no one knows what's going to happen next. To bring up something to give him advice. To bring up something and give him advice. What can you do? What can you do and ask if your son is obsessed with Fader? Probably exposure? Yu-sung, remember when your past actions were revealed? Of course, you'll gain attention by posting things on Fader. But you could also face public criticism big time, like when your past was revealed. The timeline response is already split into 2. Why don't you calm down and cool off a bit? Yu-sung's shoulders sagged as he tried to calm himself down. Well, sick burn there. Yu-sung stopped his provocation, but the mood was depressing. Okay. Seal broke the silence. Wait. Where's Ji-young? Ji-young was not there with them. Did anyone see her? But when? It could be dangerous. Ah! Shrieking! Noises! Ah! Ji-young! Over there! Everyone ran toward the source of the sound. Was that a gun? That was a gun. That was totally a gun. No one could even speak. It was someone familiar to all of them. Sung-yeon. To be continued. Okay, I don't know why that matters. Sandy report status. Seal Chang, normal, everyone's trusted. The shock gradually subsided. The after effects still lingered. Doon could only stare at the body vacantly. Sung-Yoon Shin, the show's chief producer. She said everything was part of the show. She asserted that only the survivor gets to have it all. But she was gone. She couldn't have imagined this kind of end. Search. Her body was found near a corner of the collapsed stage. The famed producer's brilliant career was gone in a flash. Doon tried to suppress his emotions running amok. He moved his parched lips to speak. Let's tell the rescue team about Sung-yeon. 11:15 confusion. You should be assuming that she's gone missing. Let's make a call! Seal flinched and turned around to look at Do-yoon. Should we move her body first? Her legs are stuck. We can't move her unless you get rid of the debris. Hold on, I'm calling rescue team. They're not answering. What's going on? Ji-young interrupted. I'll try to contact the B-Star staffs. I went through. Everyone held their breaths as the sound of faint ringtone. You want us to examine the body? Looking startled, everyone raised their heads. Do what? They're saying it's to record the cause of her death. Why would the production crew deal with that? They're going to deliver the message to the rescue team in case we lose contact again. What are we, a forensics team? This is just too much. Everyone stared at each other with perplexed expressions. I know that. We have to follow the request? Let's just tell them we can't do it. This is too harsh. Yes, we don't have to listen to everything they tell us to do. But if the building collapses any further, the corpse will be probably completely buried. We can't let that happen. I know Sung-yeon wasn't a good person, but her family deserves to know what happened to her. We can't let her get buried like this. The uncanny strength in Jin-young's voice seemed to convince everyone. Everyone agreed to check out Sung-yeon's corpse. So we have to examine her condition and report back. Yoo-sung began to roll up his sleeves. I'll help out. You don't have the guts to do this. Can you even look at her? Despite the strong words, Yoo-sung's hands were trembling as well. Tell me if you need any help. Ina held her hands to her chest and wriggled her fingers. Ugh. Seal took a step forward but immediately turned away. There's no need for everyone to overexert themselves. I'll help too. The rest of you, just stand back. Do-yoon squeezed himself out of the crowd and stood before Sung-yeon's body. He took a deep breath. Let's begin. Victim found. Investigated and started. Is there multiple victims or something? You can investigate a certain place or an object to get a clue keyword. If you investigate all areas, it will automatically end. Okay. But, like, that's where we end. We end on the cliffhanger. So what do we get? Fixed and correct profile info. Okay. Change the auto-write message. Recovered more than half of my sanity. Jung's first report event triggered Husung's first report, Ina's first report, check Yuhan, and Seal. Wait, hold on a second. Ju-young, Husung, yeah, no, that's 5. Okay, cool. Met a certain person. Okay. Then we've already read all these. We've already read pretty much all these, so. But this is kind of crazy, all things considered. Like, there's just a dead body, but, like, I'm pretty sure we all saw a gun. Like, I'm pretty sure we all saw a gun. I don't know why this is lagging so much, but, like, I'm pretty confident we all just saw that. It's crazy, okay. So it's a vintage, Ina's transformation, Junyoung's breakup, Monopoly, and Seal. We got some attachments. The broadcasting, the scene, the popularity vote. It's crazy to me that the freaking popularity vote's still going on. Keywords. Which, I mean, it pretty much reset all these because, you know. There you go. So got all the keywords in common threat number 1. But now here we are with whatever's next. There's so many keywords. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Wow. 14. Alright. Let's get to the main menu. Let's get to the main menu. Interesting. Soundtrack references. I wonder. I have like so many questions. I have legitimately so many questions on stuff, right? Like I'd love to play this more, don't get me wrong, but like there's so much stuff. Obviously I have some questions about like in the game itself, right? Because I would like to know, you know, is there a timeline that I need to remember? Is there multiple different endings that I gotta pay attention to? If I screw up one thing, do I have to restart? Start a new game with your collection preserved. So we're gonna probably have to do multiple runs, is what I'm guessing. We'll see. Like kind of speed through it and click the correct results or something. Like I'll have to kind of keep that in mind. But man, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. The fact that it says investigation victim found is telling me that there's definitely more going on to this than meets the eye, right? There's more that's happening in this set, in this this audition stadium. You know, they got buried, right? They got buried, hence Buried Stars. Haha, ironic name. But there was definitely a gun next to Sung Yeon, which means that when the building collapsed, somebody must have shot her at the same time. And it was planned. That's what I'm gonna assume. So I want to do something new, by the way, with these visual novel streams, right? Because I do really like visual novels, and I like to, you know, I like to try to guess and everything. I don't want to think too far, but I want to guess at stuff that's gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do, starting with this game particularly, but when we do other visual novel games too, I wanted to do my own personal guess as to what I think is going to happen next time. It's not guaranteed that it will happen, obviously, because I'm 100% blind on this game. But I want to at least guess and state what my thoughts are moving forward. So, what I think story-wise right now is that somebody, it didn't collapse, the building did not collapse due to poor construction or anything. I think somebody actually attacked the building and that they bombed it for a specific reason. And it was specifically, it seems like in this case, to kill the director for some reason. Somebody had bad blood with the director, with Sung Yeon, and wanted to kill her for some reason. I don't know what the specific reason is, probably because of what it was being required of the show, but somebody is the killer rather than the debris falling on her. Now, Gyunhyuk, I'm gonna hope I say their names right because I'm really bad with remembering names for a while, especially like names that are foreign to me. Gyunhyuk, I think, is honestly probably the most calm person, but I do think something will probably happen to Gyunhyuk in the future. If it's just regular tropes, usually the calm person. I know Neko said earlier that it's probably, oh, they're probably a psychopath or something underneath. I think usually the nice guy or the calm person is usually the one to die probably early on for one reason or the other. I think if it goes by specific tropes, Junyoung and Do-yoon will probably be like maybe last two people alive in this case, probably like battling it out. It might be like, because it's like, oh, they're so close and that stuff. That's usually like a trope. I think Ina is going to be probably integral, and then Hyusung is kind of just going to be like the chaotic force in all of this. Seal is the only one I can't pin down why Seal is involved, because Seal's just part of staff, you know, hates Hyusung, but like I don't think Seal has the capabilities to attack anybody or hurt anybody, if I'm being honest. Seal just kind of seems like he's there to help out, and that's the extent of it. So that's just what I think for right now. I think this next like chapter, I'm gonna call them chapters, is gonna talk about what happens to Sung Yeon and trying to figure out who killed her with a gun. That's my guess, but we'll see. Now, talking about this game as well, I wanted to talk about how this is going to be streamed moving forward. I'm going to try to stream it every other day is the plan. I want to go through it and at least get through what I see as like each chapter when it comes up with like the time and everything. Obviously, I want to build rapport with everybody. Obviously, I want to 100% this game. If I have to do multiple runs, we'll do multiple runs. We'll handle it all, go from there. I should also mention, I am absolutely aware that there is stream conditions for this game. What I mean by that is that, excuse me, at a certain point, this game has, it was sent out to people who were wishlisting and stuff on Steam, from what I understand. I saw it as like a post where after a certain point, the streams and such, like the VOD and everything, has to be deleted, and it cannot be like pretty much uploaded elsewhere. That being said, you know, it can't be publicly out there is what they said. So there's obviously some leeway and such. When we get to that point, I want to let you guys know that if it gets to a point where it says, hey, anything after this point, you can stream it, but you can't like upload it or anything, we will stop the stream right there, and the next time we will only do that section of said stream. Just so that way it's all put into kind of one big clump and such. I'll kind of go from there and I'll play it by ear. So there is something like, don't worry about the VODs or anything. I will be able to get them all taken care of. Other than that, that is actually going to be it for the stream for tonight. I'm interested with this game so far. I'm not 100% hooked. I still think some of the other visual novels I played are better right now. But I'm curious to know where it goes and kind of see where it goes. I'm playing this with open mind, so we'll see. Obviously, we're doing more face cam for visual novel stuff and story-based stuff. And I also want to say that tomorrow, I need to pull this up on my Discord. I'm going to disconnect from that because I don't need to be there anymore. So I already uploaded on the Discord kind of what's going to be happening with the stream schedule moving forward. Tomorrow, there's actually going to be 3 games being streamed. We're going to be doing WarioWare. We're going to do, I think, Genshin Impact. There is a event that happens tomorrow. And then I'm going to try to do Skyward Sword because I want to also get through that game. So you'll probably see that tomorrow of WarioWare, Genshin, Skyward Sword. Should be good. Wario's going to be quick. Genshin, probably not as quick. And then Skyward Sword's a long game for tomorrow. But with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Varied Stars. I hope you enjoyed the face cam back. I know it's not like in a weird, background sort of thing, but I'm just going to keep it normal. I'm just going to keep it simple, like that. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name's Katafi. I'll see you guys next time for some more Varied Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everybody.